And we're live. So I will try and get in contact with Ari because we had a discussion during the week about going out and flying, basically with this lockdown and all sorts of things. I rang a couple of police stations and I got sort of varying answers from two of them. And this is what it comes down to, the discretion of the officer that pulls you over. The first bloke I would have talked to would have let me go. And the chick I talked to at no one's watching, and the chick I talked to is black and white, mate. Bang, you're going to jail, boy. You know. So
I heard over here it's just for shopping and gasoline, that kind of thing.
Exactly right, mate. And going to work. I'm on the phone with my internet service provider, so I cannot get on the stream yet. Okay, cool. That's from Adrian. Yeah, so there was varying answers that I got. The first bloke I talked to was very, understanding and all sorts of stuff about what's going on. Timeless Trues, how are you? Michael, that's the one. And I said to him, I said, look, I'll explain the situation to you. I said, I fly drones. I said, I've got a YouTube channel, all this sort of stuff. And every week I post content to this channel. And I said, now what happens is I go out, I'm there at 5 a.m. I'm in no public space anyway. I'm not in parks or anything like that. I said, for example, last week I was on the side of the road and I was just flying through this cow paddock, basically. And he said, yep. And I said, and I'm totally isolated from everybody. I don't see anyone. I don't talk to anyone. I drive there. I do my stuff and I drive straight home again. And that's it. And that's what I do. And I said, and yet, according to the law, I can strap on some running shoes and I can be running through the park with 50 other people and pass them and do all sorts of stuff, and that's legal. But what I'm doing is not.
Oh, okay. So them running around the park is legal, but you driving in your car is not.
Yeah, driving in my car, getting out, doing my drone thing, and not having any contact with anybody.
Right.
I'd get a $1,600 fine, and yet I can be within the vicinity of other people. And that'd be totally fine. So, and this is what I said to him. I said, the logic just doesn't work there, mate.
No.
And he said, yeah, no, I hear you. And he goes, let me ask you one thing. Are you monetized on your YouTube channel? And I said, no, I'm not. And he said, well, all you got to say is that this is my income. I'm monetized on YouTube. I need to put content out to make money.
That makes you a journalist, yeah.
Yeah. And I said, that's fair enough. No, thanks for that info. And I said, but I probably wouldn't say that because I said, I don't want to lie to anybody about anything. And he said, no, appreciate that and all that sort of stuff. And that's sort of where it went. Now, when I talked to I rang another police station and I said, and I gave her that same scenario. And then I told her that I wasn't monetized or anything like that. Oh, no, sorry, I didn't say that. I told her that I was monetized. I didn't say anything about not being monetized. And her answer to that was, well, you can't actually do it because she goes, lots of other businesses have had to close down because of this, and you're just going to have to sit and wait it out.
No.
What?
No, unless it's specifically stated in law, you're a video journalist.
Yeah.
By rights. By rights, you're documenting what's going on in the public right now. You can use that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, mate. So
many people are putting up videos of their highways are empty, which are normally, jammed.
Yeah.
And there's so many videos up there of how it's affecting people around the world. And you got to remember that this is a once-in-a-lifetime event.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, it's not something that's going to be ongoing for freaking 10 years.
Right. So come on, man.
It's not a republic. Yeah.
Well, they're trying it over here, too. There's anywhere from $500 to $1,000 fine. It's ridiculous.
Unreal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah. Hey, Rick Alber. What's up, buddy? Throw Rick a link.
Rick! I should do too.
Since I don't have the link. Rick, come on with us. We're talking nonsense.
Oh shit!
I'll put it in the chat.
You've got yeah, I can.
Well,
these thousands of people though, they'll just want to jump on.
Yeah, right.
Whoops. No, that's not the one I want.
We still got it so where that if you need to go to the store, you can drive to the store. But what is failing is they're getting these kids to try and do school through Zoom. Now, all of a sudden, everybody's trying to go on Zoom. I don't know that Zoom can handle it. Yeah, Michael, they will pull you over for driving. You can't pull over every car. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right, mate. Adrian just sent me a message. So I guess you don't miss me. Damn, where's the love? You're a damn wanker.
A yanker or a wanker?
Wanker.
Okay.
I sent.
Give me 10. Okay. All right, Rick.
I said, we're live now, mate. He goes, so?
I got to send them one. Wanker. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, my God. You can see how long it's been since Adrian contacted me.
Let me have a look. Sorry, I haven't said g'day to Rick. How are you, buddy? What is going on? What do you think?
And then I said, wanker.
Zoom was reported to be malware. Al Diaz, how are you, buddy?
No. Zoom comes down as an app. That might be why. Hey, Al.
Got Billy here too. Found Drone Productions.
Whereas StreamYards is not an app. You're just logging on to them. But with Zoom, you have to download their app, which is tiny.
That's right. I went on. It must have been Claude's. I don't know, a week or so ago. I went on Claude's live, and that was Zoom. Yeah, he was using Zoom on that.
He's on now. No, he's using StreamYards. Doesn't matter. It's the same difference, right?
Yeah.
We were talking about driving cars and getting fines. Has anybody been stopped? Al, have you had any problem or heard of anybody getting stopped for driving?
We had a bloke the other night. He's a truck driver, right? So he's out there working 12 hours a day and all this sort of shit. 1 o'clock in the morning with nobody around. He's in a car wash. And he's washing his car. He's just got home from work. Well, he's on his way home from work. So he's done his 12-hour shift and he's washing his car. No one there. Anyway, cops get in there. What are you doing here at 1 in the morning? Blah, blah, blah. I'm washing my car, mate. Anyway, he walks around. He walks away with a $1,600 fine, right, for breaching social whatever the hell they're doing. And he actually got away with that because he was filming it. He's saying, look, I'm in an essential service. I'm doing my job 12 and 14 hours a day. I don't get time to wash it. I'm on my way home from work. I'm just washing my car. There's no one here.
Give me a friggin' break. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no. And this is the thing, $1,600, mate. You can shove that for a fine.
That's ridiculous. That is rough.
Oh, mate. Anyway, so he got away with it anyway. The police retracted it. What do you think of the Paradanafi? What do you think about buying one? Well, I don't. Oh, when did you meet her, Jim?
Monday.
Mm-hmm. And what happened?
My heart stopped still.
Oh my God, he's done it again. Will you ever get it right?
Oh, look at you.
Hey, nurse. Nurse Ron.
Hey, we got Monday, right?
We got Monday right. Got Monday right, and I'd like to introduce you to another person here, who is he just keeps the show going when it's all quiet. It just keeps going, and it will never let a dull moment go past. There's Pete
We know
Carroll.
who that is, Peter.
Oh, hello.
Oh yeah.
Let me
Hi, Matt, Tim and Ron.
How you doing,
Hey,
Pete?
Peter.
Yeah, good.
I just want to answer Bill here, Newfound. I don't know a lot about the Anafi. I did have a look at a few. I've looked at a few parrot things in the past, the Bebop and all that sort of thing. I was never really impressed with the Bebop. So the Anafi, I think I skimmed over it maybe 12 months ago to have a bit of a look at what it was all about, and I didn't like it because of the field of view of the Anafi. It was too wide for me. And this is the reason I ended up with DJI drones, because the rest of the fields of view that I was getting from these drones was too bendy. The ends were way too wide for me. So as I said, this is why I ended up with DJI stuff, because they have that smaller field of view. So that's the only reason I didn't look at any further into the Anafis and stuff like that. Now, if that sort of thing doesn't annoy you, by all means, it flies all right and does all sorts of things. I think they've sorted all their firmware stuff out. But that's the reason I didn't go for it. And
the price is right on that thing. And you know something? Parrot's one of those companies that is still in the game.
Yeah. Exactly right. It's not an expensive outlay.
Right.
And it's the same with Hubsan and all that sort of stuff too. It's not an expensive outlay. Depends what you're looking for from your footage, mate. It's whatever. What is it? What?
It's whatever, fool. Why won't this camera? Friggin' $200 camera.
I think I spotted a wanker in there somewhere.
Yes, I called him a wanker.
He did. He called you a wanker.
Is that word again?
Bill says, "G'day to you, Ron. Newfound."
That means say good day back to him, Peter.
Oh,
Ron.
oh, hello.
Is Ron still your name? Did you change it during the week? Because I was sort
on a Monday.
No,
We could just call him RL.
We're going to have to. That's
Wait, Ron. Matt dropped his Matt North. Now he's just Northeast Drone Productions.
I did.
Oh,
I
really?
did because
But
I was,
wait, no. Shut up, Matt. I'm talking. Ron, the same thing that happened to you is happening to him.
anyway. So there you go. There you go, Adrian. That's enough out of you. I want to be next to Ron.
The when I went to type in Matt's name in search, it still came up Matt Northeast Drone Production. So he's got to change it like you changed it in your URL. Yeah.
URL. Even though I had it, and they say it takes a day or two to, for that to change.
Right.
Your whole thing to change over. But and everybody kept telling me, they said, well, if I hit my old name, which was RL Photo Photography, it would still go to me.
Yeah.
But they said they couldn't keep me, it wouldn't show up in their subscriptions. I couldn't figure out why. So then I was digging around the other night and I found where it has that part where you make your custom URL.
Yeah.
And then I found it still listed as RL Photo Photography.
Yeah, we spent an hour off trying to find that stupid thing.
Yeah. And
I
then
spent
how
an
to
hour
change
trying
it.
to change it.
Yeah.
I tried to change it. I wanted to get rid of Matt North there and just have Northeast Drone Productions as that custom URL, which you can change, I think, 3 or 4 times in
3 times, yeah.
Three
times
in a year.
So I was looking at doing that, and that was only a couple of days ago.
Right.
And you got to do it through Google. Now, I watched all these things, no worries. So I get in there and I do exactly what they say on YouTube, which was the tutorial on it. But when I clicked on the cog and went into it, it wasn't the same as what I was looking at on YouTube as
Right.
the directions to do it. And I couldn't change it.
We
So
did it. How did we do it, Ron? Did it in the Google one? For
I'm
yours?
trying to remember. I think we did. Because I remember the first, because we tried to go in that way that Claude showed us, and then we couldn't do anything. But then I remember, I think, we went into the Google way. We had to remove the old one.
Yes.
That's right. You do.
Yeah.
You take that out and then do it again. Yeah. Basically.
You
Yeah, but
have
at
to
first it
remove
wouldn't-
your
wouldn't-
custom channel name and then make a new one after it comes back.
That's
But
right.
remember, at first it wouldn't let us remove it.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yep.
Yeah.
On YouTube, it wouldn't let us remove it. We had to go to the Google part of it.
Right.
Your account, your overall account. Hey, Dean, Mickle Ghost. He was just doing his 100,000 views live stream.
100,000 views.
Yeah, I saw that. I just missed that earlier.
That's going to take me a while. Another.
I've got about 95,000 to go, I think. I'm nearly there.
I got a couple of days to go on that one. Well done, mate. Have I got?
Look at me laughing as I have OBS instructions open on the other screen.
Andrew Alschwager, how are you, mate? How was the birthday party, mate? His daughter had a little party.
That's another thing. Somebody put up a YouTube video of a 13-year-old girl who had a birthday party from her driveway. All these cars kept driving by her house with all happy birthday nonsense on them. So now in my hometown portion of Facebook, there's other people trying to do the same damn thing.
I really started a movement.
Glad it was good, Andrew. Did you have any nonsense? You know what I mean? Nonsense go on?
No, she's too young for that much nonsense, mate.
Hell, I can't even come into work unless I'm out here in the. That's why I'm out in the hangar.
That's more than some of the nurses are getting in the hospitals, mate.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
There's shit going on there, mate. I tell you.
So why the early start today, Matt? You upset my whole schedule today.
Well, I upset my schedule too, but Osborne's own schedule stuffed me too because he wasn't going on till 11 o'clock, which means that he would finish at midday, which means that would be 10 p.m. Jim's time.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I can't muck around with that, so I'm just going to have to do it, mate. You know,
Matt, don't be getting Peter all out of sync.
Right.
I know you had to push pause on Judge Judy there. an hour early.
Had to rush through makeup and wardrobe, and look what happened.
Yeah. And he had to put his PJs on.
He had to put some clothes on.
Yeah, right. Upset the whole routine.
Why can't we hear you, Jim?
It's better that way.
He was so rushed that there's nothing on him, on his tripod.
He is too. Look, in the background, there's nothing there.
Huh?
His tripod is as naked as he was earlier.
Even the bird is gone.
What? What's gone?
The bird that was crapping on your books, gone.
Oh, good.
He's camouflaged.
Oh, it's in front of a bowling bag.
Huh?
What is
it a
that?
bowling bag? What is that?
Bowling bag.
He's wearing a crash helmet.
Do share
Oh
with
my
me.
God, it's a crash helmet. Have a go at that, will ya?
The naked tripod.
With a little blue light at the back of him, just to light him up.
Hey, Jack, what is that thing, Peter?
Hey there, Jack. How are you, bud?
Jack.
Nice to see you. I don't think I've.
Does he not want to tell us what it is?
I told you. Just told you what it was.
What?
It's a crash helmet. Like you're wearing your motorbike.
We don't call them crash helmets.
Oh, we do. What do you call them there?
Motorcycle helmet.
Yeah.
Well,
Leave
it
out
wasn't
the crash
helmet
part.
because I used to wear it inside a car, not a motorbike.
We don't crash.
I was going to say because we crash a lot, so we call them crash helmets.
I guess so.
I just
Obviously.
call it a helmet because I'd rather not have a crash. So I just used to call mine a helmet.
It's a few sizes too big for him, but we'll have to do.
Hey, why? You know how in the chat, right? You go over on your not the chat here in StreamYard, but over
3 dots.
yeah, you go to 3 dots and you want to go look at someone's channel. You usually click on just go to channel.
Yep.
Mine
Doesn't
doesn't
They
give
said
me that
that's
option anymore.
They said they're either, I've heard two versions. One, they're taking that away, or that it's a temporary snafu with YouTube.
Well, they've
It's
not
been
been
going on
taking
for
it
about
away.
3 days now.
yeah.
That sucks, man. I was going to go to Jack's channel.
Yeah. Somebody else said, yeah, it said, so they're trying to keep you from, I guess, going to other people's channels. Like, well, just
Why would they
another.
do that? No, they wouldn't. Do it.
That don't make sense. Yeah.
I'm going to
That
have a
doesn't make
word.
sense at all.
Who are you gonna have a word with?
Oh, I'm gonna ring YouTube up. I've got your number here.
Like he's got pull.
Yeah, you got a lot of pull, mate. I know you have. That's for sure. So's
Andrew.
Adrian. All that, with
Adrian.
all that hand moisturizer. He's got lots of pull.
Yeah.
Now remember,
Hey, Pete.
Andrew was ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
He had that lotion before it became popular.
Trendsetter.
Trendsetter, yeah.
Yep, he is the. He's got the movement going.
You don't remember that show, Ron? He had that.
All I heard
stupid-
was lotion and movement. What?
Yep, yep.
Are you reading the chat?
No, I can't see the chat.
So why aren't you on the ball then? You're in La La Land. What's
Oh,
going on?
No, I'm on an iPad. Let me go to the chat here. 3-dot channel finder.
Yeah, that happened just a couple. Hey, Tomas.
Tomas O'Sullivan. How are you?
Hey, Thomas.
Victorial
Tomas.
Aerial Vision. Help me with the name again. Was it Brian?
Brett.
Brett. There you go.
I nearly said Bill then. Yeah, Brett.
Hey, hi, Brett.
The two Bretts. Danny
Jack
Mill.
says he hasn't put anything up in the last year.
Hey,
Right,
Peter.
Yes, Ron.
So you got the tour on the way up. Here's what I came to today. There's the. Whoop,
You see your finger?
I've frozen up.
It does look smooth, doesn't it? That
Oh, there
finger.
we go.
No, your finger's looking great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very moisturized.
No dry
the
finger
buggy.
for you.
I'm keeping my social distance out here. Oops.
Very good.
It's a
What
bit
the
hard
hell are
in
you
that.
showing us?
I showed
What
him the
did you-
plane real quick.
Oh, the plane was socially distant from you.
Yes, it was.
I'll be droned. How are you?
There it is.
Geez, we've got a few in here now. What's going on?
Yeah.
Look at all these other live shows going down. I thought there'd be 2 or 3. I don't even know if Ozbuy's live yet.
I think he is. I got a notification a little while back.
Oh, okay.
I
Oh,
was
look
going to
at,
go there, but I'll stay there for a while.
I don't know why he's so late today. It's an hour late. He's stuffing with the schedules, man. He didn't ring me and ask me anyway. Go on,
You know what
Bob.
was really bad this week? Was I was sitting outside yesterday. It's a nice day, about 60 degrees. Took the camera out, was practicing, and I looked off to my right and I saw what looked to be a little 1/4-inch spider. And it's bad when you sit there and go, okay, he's going across the sidewalk. How long is it going to take him? 37 minutes later, the little devil finally made it to the other side. I counted the time. I heard some joke about somebody talking to a spider and found out he was a web designer, and I'm like, but yeah, I was a little bored yesterday.
Little boy yesterday.
A little bored.
Oh, bored. Sorry.
Yeah.
And boy.
Heard that wrong.
Put my mask back on.
So
Jimmy.
Adrian used the excuse that He was talking to his internet company.
Mm.
We have the
Oh, he's
same
not coming.
internet company.
He's coming. He's not coming in tonight, or he's just late
Oh.
as usual.
He's just late as usual.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
waste of time him coming on anyway. Seriously.
Yeah. On Adrian time.
Yeah, Adrian.
We get
Oz
to see
Beach
the chair.
Andy. How are you, Andy?
Hey,
What's
Andy.
up, Andy?
Andy,
Haven't seen Andy for a while.
where's Margie?
I was on Margie's live last night. While she was sitting there, I was editing, and she was sitting there chatting away. She's supposed to have her mask on, but she keeps pulling it down. And every time someone walks past, she pops her mask back up.
There's one thing I was going to mention about Margie's live streams, but I won't say anything further.
Should be going to the
Go ahead,
private.
Peter.
Right?
Go for it, Peter.
No. Just
But you like the dance
just
moves
a
better.
continuation of the subject that came up last weekend regarding Adrian.
I must have missed that one.
Oh.
Oh, yes, I know. You can put up with that, though, with the dance moves going on. It's all good.
Is that a private joke or a reference to her dance video?
No,
Just
the Adrian freaking
vertical video.
vertical video.
Oh, the vertical video.
Oh.
I thought
God,
you
we
were
gave
about to
him
say
so much hell for that.
I thought you
Adrian
were
had
doing
dance moves, but
strike a pose. Yeah.
yeah. I thought you were going to say Adrian had dance moves, but I don't think so.
No.
He hasn't got moves.
He's probably listening.
I hope so.
It's a good thing. I'd send him a
Sounds great.
message.
Serves him right.
I'd send him a message. Hurry up. Damn it, Adrian.
Did you?
I should actually play on his ego a little bit. And I said, the show's not the same without you, mate.
Oh my God.
No, don't do that.
The show's going no good without you. Oh, look who we've got here. Oh, hang on.
Rodney Bow.
Hey,
Sweet.
what's
There
up,
he is.
guys?
Hey, Rodney.
Apropos.
Oh, look at that. I show up, Matt mutes and turns off his camera.
That's right.
Wow.
I'm sneezing.
How rude.
Rodney's taking a beating. He's Rodney B now.
Oh, my gosh.
That should be covered by warranty, I think, Jim, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. Supposed to get a year out of that baby, aren't you? How old is my cup, Rodney?
About a year.
Yeah, it's got to be, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
You've had it quite a while. You were one of the first ones, I think.
Yeah. It's been put to good use. This thing is tried and true, tested.
No, I haven't got the plague. What is that? A sneeze then? Oh, I'm going to tell you what. Hey, Rodney, how are you, mate?
I'm good. How are you, man?
10
Nice
minutes
segue.
later.
Yeah.
I'll catch you up in a
Too
minute.
busy saying hi to people.
Oh,
Now, how do people, when they come in, you see some people and they say hi to 15 different people. How the hell do they do that? Are
You
they
just type it in. Type in like hello, and then you put, you got the ampersand, right?
Yeah, are you copying?
And then
Facebook?
you put the name one, then put a space, ampersand, the next person, ampersand, the next person, all in a row, and it shows them all.
So it's a 15-minute deal. Okay, I got it.
Well, look where I said good evening to Al B. Drone, Thomas O'Sullivan, Andrew
Sarah.
Osterweger. Hello, Sarah.
Sarah, how are you? Sarah Smile.
how's that house reno going? Unbelievable. She's down in Sydney. Oh,
Yeah,
everyone.
make it good. Make it good.
That's for another show, Jim. He's gone again. Why, Wave? That's yeah. Anyway, of course, we're all in lockdowns and all sorts of stuff. Kind of. I flew some. I flew to get some video of the house roof last week. Right? I was actually thinking about craptacular weather hit. I was actually thinking. I packed up and ready to knock down the walls. Oh, right. Okay. Wow. You are going full out, aren't you? My God, I knocked down one of the walls in my joint too. Bang. I was actually thinking, because I can't go flying anywhere, as we were talking earlier about that, of doing a cinematic roof inspection. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but
Cinematic roofing inspection?
Yeah, man. I'll get the aperture just right and the shading. It's gonna be beautiful.
We're still waiting on that video between the Spark, the Mavic Mini, and the Mavic 2.
Yeah.
The Mavic Mini hasn't been born yet. They're still going and they're still trying.
Oh,
Yeah, they do it. They do it behind locked doors these days. So
what better timing? Yeah.
not wrong. Oh, look at that. A drone wedding video. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll have to fly it down from here, though, because I'm not allowed to go over the border. I close the borders, all that sort of shit, too. Got down. What were we talking about? Oh, I can't remember.
Cat, go away.
Where is this Adrian?
So where is Adrian? Is he playing hooky tonight?
Oh, he's pretending his internet's out. Or he's talking to
Oh.
him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rick's on the phone listening.
Did Rick? Is Rick right to pop on or what?
He says he's on the phone listening. Is he? That mean watching on the phone?
Is that Rick? Have I got Rick's email? Oh my God! It's been a while since I sent Rick one actually. You got his email, haven't you, Jim?
Yeah,
Okay, send him that link I sent you, mate.
I can't because he put it in
Messenger.
Facebook and it came out this long instead of just an invite.
Can't you copy and paste that?
I did to Bob. Let me see if I can do it again.
Yeah.
Opening now.
Re-editing old footage. I'll tell you, here's an idea for you, Brett. Just reverse it all.
Yeah, you see, now Bob said this link is massive. I wish he'd put it in chat so we can react.
Well, it shouldn't matter how big the link is. All you do is click on it.
Oh, do you want me to argue with an email?
Yeah, you do that. Keep
Yeah.
going. Answer the email.
I'll be lonely when it's not answering me.
Somehow I don't think you're a stranger to that.
Why can't I can't just send this link that I'm opening now?
Let me see.
We can
That
all-
I can.
We can all
forward
relax
that.
now.
I
Yeah,
will forward that email to Rick, but I'll probably lose you guys.
I don't think Rick's going to be able to come on.
here I am to save the day. Mighty Mouse. Come on, don't you remember?
You're pulling that out of the hat, mate. Jeez, I tell you.
You don't remember Mighty Mouse?
Yeah, I remember
I
Mighty
do.
Mouse.
I remember Mighty Mouse. You remember Sky King?
No. I don't
Roy
think-
Rogers?
I didn't watch it. Buck Rogers or Roy Rogers?
Roy Rogers.
Roy Rogers was a cowboy.
And Dale Evans. Roy Rogers and his horse Trigger. How about
Yes.
the Lone Ranger
Oh, of
Yeah,
course.
and Tonto,
Yeah.
and Tonto? Yep.
Kimosabi.
What a living
How many jokes were made out of that? What do you mean we, Kimosabi?
Flash Gordon. Oh God. Queen did their that soundtrack for that movie.
Oh yeah. I remember
I
that.
remember, and the special effects. That was like a 80s movie, wasn't it? And the special effects with the the lightning bolt, all that shit. Fantastic stuff. Oh, okay. So it's not. Sorry, I've got that mixed up then, Curtis. Yeah, I was thinking of that one. Sorry. Is there another one? Is there another one? Wasn't too sure. Matter
I
on
forwarded that to Rick.
Hey. Yeah, that's a koala, Brett. That's a koala. I sent that over to him a while ago now. Hey, Rodney.
What's that?
The koala.
Yeah.
Behind you.
Brett's just asking if that was a koala in the background. Yeah.
Who was?
Victorian Aerial.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's seen a few of them in his time.
His name is Matt.
Matt, can I ask you why you're sending little plush toys to friends?
Well, I do send them to friends. That's why you haven't got one.
Gee, Jim, I thought you would have been able to figure that one out yourself, but
Uh,
I forget.
the mailman and I have a strict no delivery policy.
Because of the virus? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything fluffy, anything flowery, I don't want it. Yeah. I hear you, mate. I hear you. You gotta be a man about these things. I drive trucks, so I'm always out and about, and it seems most people are treating this similar.
Yeah. Hey, Rick posted in the chat that he's got to lay down and get his leg up, so he's only going to be on the phone. So
okay.
That's more important. Go do
Yeah.
that, Rick.
definitely get that leg up, brother.
And we know why he has to do that, because he's probably been watching YouTube today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He needs to get in that new couch he talked about.
Oh, hey, Peter.
With the
Did I
recliner.
forget to say hi to you?
Probably. Yeah, hi, Rod.
He did.
Hi, Peter. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks.
Ron,
Hey, Jay.
how you doing? I see
I'll
you
check-
got to work okay.
I did.
Good.
I'll check that out, Curtis. I've just pulled it up there. It's a fan a fan edit of the first Flash Gordon. My God, that one back in the 60s or whatever it was. Oh no, 36. Oh God, 1936. Okay, I'll check that out. That looks like a bit of a.
Gordon was?
Oh yeah, with Buster Crab.
I remember Buster Crab. You remember when he used to do that? What was that bar, Rodney?
Buster Crab.
You could push the bar in and pull it out, and it would give you big muscles.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
With the guy kicking sand on you in the beach. Remember that?
Wow. I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Yeah. Ron, you remember that?
Yeah, I do. I remember
That's
that.
how they used to sell that
Hey Jay.
get
Hey,
big
Jay.
gear, whatever they called it.
I remember the 70 version of that movie, Flash Gordon. There was one I remember seeing.
Flesh
That's
Gordon.
what Curtis is talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I was just watching before I came in here and got on the computer?
What?
I was watching some old Looney Tunes cartoons. You know, Bugs
Magpies?
Bunny, Daffy Duck,
Yeah.
Roadrunner, Porky Pig.
The Bullworker. That's right, Brett.
Must be nice to be sitting at home there recuperating, huh? Watching
It
cartoons.
Well, I got to thinking about it today, and I don't know why I started thinking about it today, but I thought how nice it would be if they would broadcast on some of these channels that have the older shows like MeTV and stuff. If they would bring back some of these old Saturday morning cartoons like Mighty Mouse,
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner show, Popeye, Tom and Jerry.
Tom.
One channel does do Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
My
it would be
all-time
so cool.
favorite was the Roadrunner.
Porno funny enough.
Bugs Bunny and the Roadrunner and Popeye, and not necessarily in that order.
Unreal.
And Matt's all lost and stuff because he has no clue what we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm too young for that.
Rodney, can I tell you a story? You remember when they first came out with the HOF lanes, the high vehicle occupancy lanes? You could only drive in that lane if you had 2 or more people in the car.
Right.
I had bought a 5-foot-tall Wile E. Coyote, the only one I ever saw. It was hanging. It was a display model. I bought that sucker, and I had him sitting in the car as my passenger.
How'd that work out for you?
It worked fine. Never got pulled over.
It is. Look at this. Compared to the new crap, it is too. The cartoons now, especially those anime ones and all that sort of shit. What?
Al Diaz just reminded me, Heckle and Jekyll.
Those are my favorite magpies.
Yes. They were cool.
B Mac, Brian, how are ya?
And what was the one with the skunk?
Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew. Yeah. Was that the name of the cartoon?
Well, it had different names, but it would have been something like Pepe Le Pew in whatever.
Yeah.
He was always in love with a cat.
Yep.
The cat that always managed to get a white stripe painted on its back in every episode. Could you imagine having to think up how it's going to get a white stripe this week?
Mr. Magoo.
That's
Jeez,
too funny.
Mr. Magoo.
Mr. Magoo. And Rocky and Bullwinkle.
You've done it again. Actually, Brant Ariels, I think it was Brant last week. How are you, mate? And I watched it afterwards. I laughed my guts out. I think it was his comment, and he wrote in there, "Everybody hit the like. It's been sanitized for your protection."
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I thought that was funny. You'll love that.
That was 8-man. What's that? Brian saying 8-year man Giganator? Is that what they got today? 8th man Giganator. Oh, remember Gigantor, stronger than strong.
Nope. I don't remember that one. Tomas put in Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I said, boy, come here, boy.
Come here, boy.
Listen when I'm speaking to you, boy.
Pay attention to me when I speak to you, boy.
Especially when he had, was it Chicken Little?
Yeah. He was always hitting on Chicken Little.
That was hilarious.
And Jay Santiago mentions Felix the cat. Oh, and speaking of cats, how about Top Cat?
Yeah.
Top Cat.
Top Cat. Yeah.
The Mighty Mouse used to come out of the little hole like he was coming out of the Bat Cave. Here I am to save the day.
Hey, do you know what? Me and my mate had a good laugh the other night. We're on Xbox together, right? So we're having a chat, and we're on YouTube. And I said, "Go to this, will you?" And he was actually, and it was, we searched up Batman cameo appearances, and it's got them all in a row about when Batman and Robin were climbing up the side of the building, and then a window would open, and Jerry Lewis would pop out, or Sammy Davis Jr., or anyone, need to worry, citizen. We're just here on official police business. Oh God, it was funny, and they were all in a row, and just the things they say, mate, are absolutely fantastic.
And how about the Jetsons?
Oh yeah, that's
Who's
my,
got the-
that's my,
Dog Elroy.
Someone's got the Jetson ringtone. Who was that? That's you.
That'd be me.
That's you, right? Yeah.
Remember, Rodney? You remember Dig Dastardly and Muttley on the wacky
Yeah.
races?
Dick Dastardly, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
And
Competition. You got competition, Rodney.
Shut up.
what?
Heck was that?
And
Yeah.
how about the Mountie? The Canadian Mountie?
Canadian
Yeah,
Mountain.
the Canadian-
What was
McGill
it?
Gorilla.
Yep, McGill always slipped on the banana.
Yeah.
Magilla Gorilla, yeah.
The Gila Gorilla.
How about Huckleberry Hound?
Yep,
Uh-huh.
yep.
And what was the
Speed racer.
Yeah.
exit? Stage left or stage
Yeah.
right? That,
Oh,
that-
Wasn't the wacky races that had Penelope pit stop? She was
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah. She'd stop and do her makeup.
Dudley
Ron.
Do Right. Yeah. That was
Ron.
the Canadian Mountie one. Thanks, Gary.
Right.
She was
You'd have done,
for the car
you'd have done it, Ron?
in the cartoons world. Yes.
I think it's not the fact that she was hot. I think it was the fact that she was always being tied up and put on rail lines and stuff, and that sort of
Yeah.
rope thing
You
going
had to
on.
be saved. Well, the Banana Splits is too new, and that was the stupidest show.
That's online with Teletubbies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoever made Teletubbies should be stood up against the wall and shot.
You're not wrong. That's ridiculous. Do you know my all-time favorite? I used to get up at like 5 a.m. to go watch this, and I'd put it on because we had a Saturday morning cartoon show on, and it was Scooby-Doo. I used to love that show, Scooby-Doo. But when you watch it now,
Yeah.
it's funnier with just some of the stuff that, oh, poor old Shaggy. He's really a bit yeller, isn't he?
I couldn't get into Scooby-Doo and that gang.
He was like the nerd.
Snidely
I'm
Whiplash.
I'm waiting for Ron to actually mention something about Daphne or something like that. Yeah.
McGill Gorilla, at the end of every show, didn't he go back into the store window? Speed Racer, remember his nemesis, Racer X, was actually his brother or something, wasn't he?
See you, Jack.
Have a good one, Jack.
No,
Take care, man.
Bye, Jack.
Fritz the cat.
that's a lot easier, isn't it, Jack, than typing out all the damn names.
Yeah, that is.
Fritz the cat was Felix the cat. Gary.
No, I have a funny feeling. I know the
Fritz?
there was a no, I may be wrong. There was a nasty version of Felix the cat, but I think they called it Fritz the cat.
Oh.
You're dead right, Rodney. And I'll
Another
put
one on Pornhub?
I remember seeing it in San Diego
Okay.
back in my younger days.
There you go. I remember, you know what? They were so new, Rodney, when those things came out. I remember that we showed one, somebody had it, on one of those old movie projectors in a hangar, in the old military days.
Yeah,
It was like a porn movie that they showed on a reel-to-reel. The old projectors where you had to put the film in.
right. The 16 millimeter projectors.
Yes, thank you. Actually showing it on a hanger wall, like you're in, Ron.
Yep.
It's the wolf. It's the wolf. Oh, what was that?
I know.
It's a wolf. It's a wolf.
Brant just confirmed it, so
Hmm.
I thought it was.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Which one was the wolf, though? It's
Was
the
it a
wolf.
Was it a sheep? Because the wolf was coming all the time.
Back
Well,
up
there was
the
the
fence.
there was the coyote on Bugs Bunny.
Mac
Yeah,
did not. The
the
rest
edge-
of us did not.
The edge of the cliff.
Yeah.
That always made me laugh. He'd run out and he'd just run out into the midair, and it'd just be like he's standing there for a minute. And he's looking around, then he looks down and pew!
Always liked that gravity defying stuff. The coyote was good for that too.
That's why you got to love Wile E. Coyote. The
Yeah.
explosion company. Every time he put a bomb in, it would have like a 10-minute timer. He never got more than 2 steps. It would blow up.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the robot would come beep, beep.
And I always liked the way when he was going off the edge of a cliff or something like that, and then he'd realize he's gone off the end, and then he'd just look at the camera and he'd hold up a sign or something.
Wasn't there an episode once where he caught the coyote, and then he didn't know what the hell to do with him? I think he let him go.
How are you today?
What was that, Marvin the Martian? Was that the actual name of the show?
I claim it in the name of Mars.
Yes.
he was
Kazoo.
that was the Flintstones.
Yeah, Kazoo was on the Flintstones.
Yeah, but Marvin the Martian was always bugging
It was Daffy
Bugs
Duck. wasn't
Bunny.
it? Was it Bugs Bunny or Daffy Duck?
It's either one of the two, and sometimes even not Porky, but Elmer Fudd. Remember Elmer Fudd?
The rascally rabbits.
Always remember when it was Duck Dodgers in the 21st century, and he'd have his cape and all sorts of shit on.
What was another one? Remember the old Tarzan movies with Johnny Weissmuller?
Yeah.
Mhm.
He was an Olympic swimmer, Johnny Weissmuller.
It was.
Yep.
Yeah.
With Tarzan, there was always Jane.
Here we
Oh,
go
yeah.
again. Here we go again. Ron, been a while, mate, has it?
It's been a long week, buddy.
Yeah, that. I don't think you've got any sleep, to be honest. A little bit delirious.
Well, he did get up at like 3 a.m. to drive to work.
2:30. Yeah.
And why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? I only do that sort of thing if there's a sunrise and I'm going to be putting a drone up. Failing that, I ain't getting out of bed.
I gave those guys a sunrise this morning.
Yeah, he
North
did. It
Dakota
was a
sunrise.
nice one too. He showed us what it was like in North Dakota.
Where there were no cars,
No cars.
no
Well,
people.
So when you got to work, how many cars had you finally seen?
12.
12.
Yeah. Including the other 3 in the parking lot when I pulled in. It's all rage now. Watch my
See that? Catering for our viewers here who are a bit hard of hearing. It's probably a good thing if you are a bit hard of hearing because you really don't want to listen to much what we're saying. So I'll just translate in sign language to the bits that are decent, and I'll probably won't sign all day, to be honest.
There was a TV show back in the day, and I think it was called. It wasn't the Thunderbirds, but it was something. Firebirds. They had a rocket ship, and it was. I want to say it was like, geez. I want to say X-15, but that was an actual aircraft. Oh, what? My video's ready.
What? We're gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, put it.
He's seeing
Can
you.
you put a link? Can you put a link in? BMAC, can you put a link in there, brother?
I had a
Stingray.
company of unknown origin right side of the screen on descent. That's got to be.
UFO.
Is that? You know what he's talking about, Rodney?
No.
Adrian's not even here, man.
Adrian got sick of it and he was out of here. Adrian is sitting back laughing his head off at the moment because he's in front of the telly eating his chips, chewing his ice as much as he likes, and no one's saying anything to him. And he's going to wait to just go through that ice dispenser before he comes on live, I think.
Yep. Well, guys, my relief is starting to show up, so I'm going to pop
Now-
out for a while.
What do you have to do? Are you going back home or are you going to sleep there?
No, I'm going to the apartment, which is 5
Okay.
miles away. Yeah.
So
So-
did you? I noticed you don't have a mask on. Do they? Are they?
I'm out here in the hangar. When I go back in the building, or back in the common area, I have to put it back on.
Oh, okay.
But as long as I'm sitting out here by myself, I don't have to. At least I
Gotcha.
think
'Cause-
that's what the rules are.
Because when you open the door to go in there, the air never exchanges.
No, it's never anything like that, mate.
Yeah.
Jim's had to wear a mask most of his life in public.
Most of my life, I got a lot of crap as a kid.
Yeah, paper bag's good too. It's cheap.
Well, that goes on her.
There goes that six pack, mate. You wouldn't need that paper bag if you didn't have that six pack.
She's a two-bagger, yeah.
Yeah.
In case one falls off.
Yeah. Or the coyote dates. You chew, you
Chew
wake
your
up in the
arm
morning.
off so you don't wake
chew
her up,
your-
yeah.
chew your arm off. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I came home with what? You're looking out the window, see if your car's there.
Yeah.
If
Mm.
if that was actually true, then I would I'd probably have no limbs left. You know,
Had a few of them in your day, Matt.
it's like what the hell?
Oh, they
We've
say
all-
love is only a light switch away.
But you can feel fat in the dark.
You can only do so much with an imagination, really.
Oh man, this is
Yeah.
going downhill.
How are you, buddy? Good to see you, man. Never seen you for a bit.
Hey, Nathaniel. Yeah, that's
All
saying tons of fun. Ain't true.
No.
That's what you dip her in flour and find a wet spot. You've heard all
Jesus.
You know what, Ron? I just noticed your name label there.
Yeah.
We met on a Monday, but I had to wear a mask. I just noticed that.
Thank you, Matt. I'll be here all week.
Unfortunately,
Mm,
that's even going to be in the replay. That's
yeah. Oh goodness.
Oh dear.
On that note, I think I'll bug out for a little bit. Catch you guys in a bit.
All right. Have a good one, Ron.
See you after a while.
All
All
right.
right. Bye bye. Bye bye.
I do, Ron. Oh,
Curtis Dart, by the way, has
Yep.
get in there. Come on, Peter.
No.
Rodney, give me a kiss, Rodney.
No, thanks.
come on, mate.
No.
We're all-
Smooch
no,
up.
No,
Smooch.
no,
Smooch
no.
up, damn it.
We're all brothers here.
I'll throw it away.
Yeah,
I'll
Jim.
throw it away.
Well, it's wore out. You throw it away.
I'm up here.
Like a guppy.
Oh dear.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, Curtis has done a bunch of remakes on songs, taking out the words, of course. Now, Curtis, and he makes them available to us. Now, Curtis, are those usable? Because they're from like Led Zeppelin, Rush, all that, real music. And he kind of takes the beat and plays with it. So kind of try and not get a copyright.
He
Hung like a guppy.
Hey man,
Yes.
Curtis wants to know if he could share his link.
Of course he can.
No, we can't use them, he says. Ah, damn it. Yeah, I was watching that.
What?
You can't use the songs because it's still.
Oh my God,
Um,
he coughed. He coughed. Oh.
That's right.
Put your mask on, Rodney.
Oh, that's the wrong way.
Jim lost his mind. Oof. That's no secret to anybody, Nathaniel. That's
Widely known.
SoundCloud. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, we can't put that up there.
Wait a minute. This brings us into our break. Where's our sponsor? Brought to
Oh.
you by.
Boys to Men.
Oh,
Oh,
One of these days, Matt, I'm telling you.
one day, dude. One day we'll crack the big time, and Boys to Men will be. And you'll have your own ad too. You'll be the face of Boys to Men.
As well, I should be.
Yeah, well, obviously, mate. No more
Memorable.
paperback for you. It'll be an oversized box of Boys for Men. You'd have to
Yes.
pop over you
With a mask on it.
with a smiley, and so you can do your tongue out. Yeah, these are all original songs. Okay, mate,
Yeah.
that's better. Oh,
Skip beats, words taken out, and all that. Did you just use the voice removal tool?
Wish I had one of those on here.
Actually,
took
I was playing with
I
it.
used- I used the voice removal tool on Peter's microphone.
I was
Hey.
just listening to that I went to that link and was just listening. It wasn't what I expected, but it's pretty good. Oh, of course, I only listened to it halfway, so I'll have to listen
Rodney,
to it lately.
I learned about audio ducking the other day. Audio ducking. I had been lowering the music myself and putting the ease fade in and fade out.
Yeah.
I didn't know audio ducking did that. That's what audio ducking is, and it did it automatically.
In what?
In when you're in Power Director, or
Okay.
Premiere Pro has it too. Any audio or
it's in LumaFusion's got it as well.
okay,
Huh.
good.
So
Actually,
what's it do?
When you're talking, like if you're doing an intro during your video to a place or something like that, it automatically lowers the background music, so your voice comes in and then it goes back out.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know why they call it audio ducking, DUCKING. It's
Hmm.
very odd term.
Yeah.
But
not
it's
real.
really cool.
I'm
It's,
gonna have to
Maybe try
learn
to.
how to do that. So
It's not real hot at the moment. It's a nice day today, maybe 28, 29 degrees, which is, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit.
My end of Australia, it's only 13 degrees Celsius down here.
Oh, that's
Got a
good.
cold one day.
It was 94 degrees here yesterday.
it was in the 40s here today. When I took my walk this afternoon, I almost froze. And I had a jacket on.
Then 1,000 miles straight down the coast, it's 94 degrees.
That's just over horizontal, vertical.
Gary says 1 centigrade here. Now that's 33 degrees Fahrenheit. Because 0 is 32 for us.
Right.
1 degree. Oh God.
Yeah, Al, I hear you. But at least we don't have the humidity that we do in summer. In summertime, it's 90 and 90, and you can hardly breathe.
I will because Adrian's not here. I will address something that happened last week about Adrian's video with his 1080p. Now, what I think he's done, because of that intro he did that on his iPad or whatever it was, and that's just one of those generic movie intro things that he used, right? So you put your own footage in. Now that comes out at 1080p, right? It's not 4K. What I think he's done is he's grabbed that file in a new timeline and he's whacked it straight in his timeline. And what that's done is it's set that timeline to 1080. So it doesn't matter what else you put in there, that timeline's 1080.
Right.
And this is what I have to do.
Talking about project settings, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because his 4K video was 1080p on YouTube.
Right.
So without him realizing, I think he has set his timeline because of that file first. Now, within Premiere Elements, I grab as soon as I get my Premiere Elements open, I'll grab a 4K file and I'll whack it straight in the timeline. And that will set that whole timeline to 4K 30 frames a second. So it doesn't matter what I put in there now, it will be that 4K. So that's what I think he's done. And then he's rendered it off, and it's rendered off at 1080p as the timeline has been set in that. So that's what I think's happened.
I was looking at that through the week. That's exactly what you say, because there are a few videos on YouTube of how to fix that, and one of them was, if you want to render it in 4K, you put a 4K video in there first.
Okay.
Then you put your other ones in there. And if you don't want that 4K one, you can, once it's in there, it'll give you the ability to output it in 4K.
Yeah.
But so if you don't want it, you can pull it out, and it'll still give you that ability to render whatever else you put in there in 4K.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Is Margie in 4K?
Look what we got here, Margie.
Hi, Margie.
I am Margie. Margie.
Margie.
It's washing day, Peter. It's wash day. All my shit's on the line out there.
Getting infected.
Yeah, with all that fresh air. Yeah. I noticed that, out of all of us, that I was the only one on Margie's live last night, showing my support, a true supporter. Everyone else didn't show up, so I was waiting, but no one did. So
yeah, I wasn't awake. What time was that?
Oh, look, that would have been 10 or 11.
I was otherwise engaged on Rodney's live stream last night.
Still having it. I missed that one, Rodney.
You did?
Oh,
Yeah.
You did. I think you just preferred Margie's one, I think.
Well, I have a good chat.
Well, if you want the truth. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to mute Peter's microphone, I think. Hey, where's your sound?
I did an impromptu live stream this morning. So
I saw that.
Yeah, that's the one I missed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see the email later. I'm thinking, I missed it by a couple of hours.
So did I.
Went to my stream.
PHTW.
Oh, yeah. She speaks in English when you talk to her, Al.
Well, hey boys, I'm gonna take off and go to bed.
Okay, Rodney.
Don't sound so shocked.
I know you'll be up at 3 a.m.
I probably will be. I usually am. But anyway,
My problem is I don't get a nap in between there.
yeah, but you stay up for 23 hours and then you go to bed and miss my show.
True.
Sleep for an hour, just long enough to miss the show. And
You sound surprised though, Jim. I know. You're setting yourself up for disappointment every week when you expect him to make an effort. You got to get it into your head now. When he's just not going to
Make an
make.
effort. You've got me up all night till 1 a.m. talking about nothing, nonsense. When I could be on with Rodney.
I've just worked something out. This is Seinfeld. A show about nothing.
Yes.
all right, fellas, you all have a good night. Have a good stream.
Yeah. See you, Rodney. Take care, man.
Right.
Good night.
Goodbye, everybody in the chat. Have a good night. Have a great weekend too.
You too, buddy. Margie, yes, I did. I saw that picture you sent me. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? Margie, what does that mean? Not monetized. So I'm just reading what she sent me. Oh, really? Did you have music going on in the background? Or something like that? Maybe the topic. Okay. It looked like she's got something going on with a copyright strike or something. If you've got music going on in your background when you're doing your live streams, that can give you a copyright strike. I'm going to see if I can go get some toilet paper today. I got Buckley's, mate, because after this live stream, I've got to go shopping. There ain't going to be nothing left.
I'm down to my last 29 rolls, I think.
Oh, are you going to be okay?
Yeah, for a couple of weeks there. Now, last time I went to the supermarket, they were the only one that had there were those big 24 packs. So I thought I'll grab one of those, and I won't have to bother for quite a while.
Yeah, well, this is it, and all that was available was a 12, I think. The last time I went down there, so I just grabbed one of them. But you got to grab them when you can.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, people are just like slapping them. Morons, absolute morons. What am I talking
What are you
about?
calling a moron?
Huh?
Everyone else gets up for Rodney's show. That's a poor excuse, Jim.
Yeah, that's right.
It is.
Well, everyone thinks that. You're the only one that doesn't, but you're the only one that doesn't care. So you really don't care what other people think.
I don't give a damn what you think of me.
That
I'm
is
hated worldwide.
that is so obvious.
Hey, we jump in the grave alone.
Yeah, ain't no one coming with you.
Let me see.
Al Diaz.
Why is Margie saying maybe that topic, Matt, for the music?
Maybe, yeah. It's a bit hard to get the gist of everything every now and then. Dazra74, how are you, mate? How's things going?
Now, I heard, Matthew, that if you have the music on a video, right, and you put it up as unlisted, like if you leave it there for a couple of hours to see if YouTube's going to come back with the music as a copyright claim or not.
You know what? I don't know if that's actually true. Maybe if it's an obvious thing, an obvious breach or copyright claim, maybe. But all I can go in is the experience that I had, and they gave me a copyright notice about 4 weeks after I'd actually done the video. I mean, and within 12 hours, I didn't even email them back, and they emailed back saying, "No, everything's fine. Don't worry about it." So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you leave it unlisted whether that'd actually be the case or not.
I didn't. I'm just telling you what I heard. I had a video of a guy speaking. Right, he was doing a grand opening. In the background, there was music playing that the store had paid for. They paid for the music. And my video was on this guy talking. They still copyright claimed it.
Oh, that was that opening thing you're doing, yeah.
But,
Hey, Craig, how are you, buddy?
and the music was paid for. So it's a really iffy kind of.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah, the only one I've ever had was when I was doing a video had the GoPro in the car, and the radio was on, and they picked up a radio song. And I got an email from them to say that, you know, because it was copyrighted music, the video wasn't available in this sort of list of countries. They got a list of countries that said, you know, the video wouldn't be made available in those countries. That was all I heard of it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. She's just sent me a couple of messages. Her video has been pulled down.
Margie's?
Yep, because people in the chat were talking about the coronavirus lockdown.
Oh. Yeah, that's a big no-no.
Wow. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Freedom of speech. No.
Well,
Yeah, I think there's also a lot of misinformation going on about it as well.
of course, yeah.
Yeah.
The fear factor is nonsense that's going on.
Well, this is the thing. It's been well and truly
If you focus on the death rate every day, you're insane. Why didn't you focus on it last year when 34,000 died of the flu? You know what I mean? That's that kind of mentality.
Yeah, exactly right. Why is that a no-no? Yeah, I think we just sort of covered that a little bit because there's that much misinformation out there that, I mean, they only want you to know really what the media is putting out, whether that be the truth or not. You know what I mean? So whatever.
There have been a couple of prank cures out there. I've seen crap like vitamin D and all this other nonsense.
Okay.
You got to watch where you're getting your information from.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit out there. I just do what I do. I don't listen to too much. So yeah. Dan again. What's going on here? Huh. I don't know if I got Al's email. What? Send him the link, would you, Jim? You got his stuff going on or what?
I don't have the link. When I tried to copy the link from the messenger, it turned into a huge link. Just send it to me in email.
Man, it's so tiny here.
I know, but it turned into this huge link that Bob couldn't use either.
Okay.
No. I'll hit refresh, and I still haven't got it.
Yeah, hang on, mate. I don't know. Jeez. Patient.
Do 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 do.
Is George Jetson?
No, that was the TV show where you only have so many seconds to answer the question.
You would have been stuffed.
Man, you take forever to do an email.
Shut up.
It's got the link right there when you hit invite.
Well, have you got the email yet? Man, your internet's slow.
I got it.
I'll play my cricket sound effect.
Yeah. I was doing cheers to Margie last night because she was working and I was having a couple of beers. She actually went to lunch the other day and was walking along down the street with her. So I was on her live there, and she went and we had a lunch date. She had a tiger beer, and she sat down and I don't know what she had, something or other. Anyway, drinking the beers and stuff. And I was actually at work, so I couldn't have a beer with her. But anyway, and that's what I said to her last night. Thanks for the lunch date the other day. It was fantastic. Virtual lunch date.
I actually finished my entry in Ron's bird contest yesterday. His photographic bird contest.
The one that he was in?
Yeah, I've got my photo finished, all ready to send in.
Yeah.
Is that photo of that bird back there?
Work.
Could be.
Now, what kind of contest is that?
I'll show it to you if you like.
Yeah.
I showed Ron last night.
If Matt would share.
Hang on.
Well, if he puts it up, I would.
Hang on.
Got it up. You're so damn slow, Matthew.
Don't know what you mean, Jim.
It's like you're talking to Adrian.
Don't insult me.
Almost there.
Okay. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle.
It's difficult with just one screen.
Mm-hmm.
Application window, that'll be the one.
What are you doing? The 2 tabs thing?
There you go.
Here we go. Well,
That's his plush toy out on the limb. That's because Ron had the 2 birds on there, right?
I can't believe the size of the shit that bird's taking.
That should have a fair chance of winning, I would think.
I think so,
How
mate.
long did that take for you to make?
Not long at all, really. I'll show you how I did it. Oh, hang on,
Broke the tree first.
hang on.
Adrian is claiming that his internet is not working sufficiently, Margie.
Sufficient.
Claiming.
Yeah.
But you know what? To get back to what Matt was talking about, you green screened it. Okay.
I used some they're Woolworths reusable shopping bags. They're a nice bright green.
Oh, yeah, nice, yeah.
What, you still got Woolworths?
Yeah,
We don't have them.
so just use that and use the green. LumaFusion's got a green screen function in it, so just use that in LumaFusion.
Oh man, did you send a copy of that to Ron?
I showed him last night when he was driving, but he couldn't really see it well enough. So maybe if he comes back on, I'll show him again.
Yeah, you got to show that to him. That'll kill him.
You got to submit that, Peter. You got to submit that because that's in the running, dude. That's in the
Ron's got his 2 eagles in all their splendor, and then there's Peter's duck.
There's a little pine tree.
A lot of work went into that.
Yeah.
Now it's hard to visit your channel. I used my only smartphone. Al, I sent it to Al Photography.
Okay. Oh, okay. She's going to go check her patient. God, I'll tell you what. She
Let me see. No.
half over there. Let me tell you. Did you send it? Did you send it, mate? How long does it take you to send an email?
I sent that a while ago, man. That's
You
why
didn't get
Al's saying you didn't get it.
Well, you mustn't have his email address then.
I do. He's got 2 of them.
The last time he said that, it cost him 40 grand. And a house.
Let me see. 40 grand in a house. What the hell are you talking about?
The last time you said I do.
There. Now Al's going to be even mad.
Still nothing, Peter. Still nothing. Am I talking to Adrian?
Al, it's at San Jose. Do you know the way to San Jose? Do, 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 do. Check the junk mail, Gary says. Oh, that's perfect.
I'd be
I
looking
was so on time.
I'd be looking for the blocked section. Oh, I'll see you later, mate. Hey, thanks for popping in, man. Awesome stuff. Good to see you again. He did a couple of nice videos lately, actually. Really nice. If you want to check them out.
About time you bothered to go to someone else's channel and check their work.
Well, we do these things. There's only one that doesn't, and he's not here at the moment.
Yes, we had that chat with him, didn't we?
We did, and it still didn't help. Still didn't look at my last week's video. He's got no idea. And I went to his. He did it, and I went and commented and all this sort of thing. I didn't even get a comment. It was just a like and a heart.
Yeah.
That's it.
You might get one in a couple of weeks if you're lucky.
I'm testing him out. I like to try to go to everyone's channel who comments. So I'll do that. I'll comment back, and then I'll go to their channel to see what they got going on. And if they got a video up, I'll watch that and what have you. But there is a great feature now in Facebook, YouTube, that when you go into comments, it only puts up the comments there that haven't been answered, and you'll get a whole list of comments that you haven't spoken or answered to, but it gives you an idea whether you've actually liked or hailed them or anything like that. Look who we have here. Oh, Big Bad Bob.
There. Now, see, Bob was yelling at me because the link was this big.
Yeah, right.
Right, Bob?
It was huge, and it was a lot to do with Facebook too, or something. I don't know. There was so much gobbledygook in it.
You see?
I'm not even gonna try.
Because Matt sent it to me in a Facebook message. So all I did was copy the link, and then I sent the link, and that's how I saw it, Bob. It was huge in the email, like 10 lines.
Yeah,
But
Well,
Matt doesn't
Thomas-
understand.
No, I've got no idea. I don't understand anything.
I sent it to Al at the San Jose. Send it to this. Oh, man. All right. I sent it to both this
Pete?
time.
Oh, boy.
How you doing, Pete?
Pulling teeth again.
Oh, yeah, Bob.
Al has no more excuses.
Yeah, well.
How you been, Bob, since Tuesday?
Pretty good, pretty good.
You can't have a go at me anymore, Jim. I
Hey,
came
Bob.
on.
Bob, what about our sponsor?
Yeah, boys to men.
Bob ran out halfway through, as you can see.
It's all right. You know what happened today? It was yesterday. Me and the wife, we decided we was going to get out. We had to do some shopping. And we got to Walmart, and there was people out front that had the entrance quarantined off to Cadillac cattling you in. And me and my wife walked in, and another guy met us there and said, only 1 to a household is allowed to shop. I just looked at him. I said, she's doing the shopping for us, and I'm doing the shopping for my mother.
Right.
He didn't say no more. And then I just happened to look down at the floor. They've had arrows where they wanted you to stay on the arrows and go down a certain house one way.
Okay.
No two-way traffic, one way.
We've got
like cats.
plexiglass. They've got plexiglass shields going between us now, between us and the person at the register.
Yeah, seen that too. And there was
Well-
people going against the grain, of course, you know. But it's the craziest thing I've ever seen because, you know, when you ask around the people that you see, hey, do you know anybody that's had the COVID virus? You know anybody that's had coronavirus? Do you know anybody that knows anybody that's had the coronavirus?
You're muted,
And
Al.
they'll say, no, I don't. Everybody I've talked to doesn't.
Nope.
So it's strange. It's the whole thing's strange.
I haven't heard about anybody either.
You're
Wow.
muted. Oh, there you go.
Hey guys, how you doing? Sorry.
Here we go. Oh, Jesus. I didn't think that worked there. Hey, Al, how are you?
What's up, man? Just making dinner. Sorry about
Matt,
that.
I didn't say hello. How you doing, Matt?
Someone got their stuff going on. What do we got
I'll-
going on here?
Al got a haircut.
I got my own. hair.
Dave, how you going?
It took me an hour and a half, but I did that shit. Faded it up too.
Oh,
The apocalypse.
self-isolation there in the car.
Gentlemen, can I take a moment to apologize to Jim?
Hi.
Just what transpired, Jim. I think we got played a little bit, man, and I apologize for that.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Not really.
Okay. The live stream thing.
Yeah.
I think we got had, buddy, and I apologize.
I think it was YouTube that got had. 'Cause
Yeah.
No matter what they were going to say, it was going to happen. So
Yeah,
let's end it. I'm not going to talk.
I got you. Good times. Hi, guys.
How's it going on, mate?
Now, what are you going through? You're on the road. He's doing his job. What kind of crap are you putting up with? Are you getting stopped by cops?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I am an essential worker. Because people are under quarantine, somebody has to deliver food. So because I work for Postmates, if I could ever get this out, I can deliver all night. There's no rules. I get stopped, but I just show them that I work for Postmates and they consider me an essential driver.
That's the go, man.
Insane.
That's the go. At least
Now-
you get out about, and that's the good thing about my job is I drive as well, and I go to work and I drive a lot of Ks, so I'm always out and about doing stuff, and I would hate to I'd hate to be stuck at home all the bloody time.
Right.
It'd just be a pain in the butt, mate. I'd go.
You
mad.
can't do it. You can't do it to everybody. You know, if you're going to get stupid, if the guy who has COVID handed Dan the food and the food went into the bag and the bag gets sent to some, you could go, you know how deep this could go? You would stop a whole world from moving, collapse economies.
We started, mate. That's the thing.
So
Appointment in the car park. I'm out the window to check a bite I had. Jeez.
So I wear gloves and I have my N95 mask, and I constantly, anytime I handle something from anybody, I also have soap and water in the back seat, 2 different buckets for washing my hands every time I get out of my vehicle to do anything. So I stay pretty safe, man. I'm not out to catch it, that's for sure.
I didn't realize Pink had it. You know the singer?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Her young'un got it, and then she ended up with it, and she's only just sort of got over it over the last week or so.
That's crazy.
It is.
What?
Oh, Chris is in the green room, dude.
Anybody here?
We're Chalkers here, Chris. If you can hear me,
Chris Hope?
yeah.
Oh
Hey,
man!
Chris, how you doing?
He's gone. We'll
I'll
get
tell
to
you
it.
what. I'll jump out and get coffee. Put Chris in.
It's all right.
He's
I'll
gone,
jump
mate.
out.
He's
I'll jump
gone.
out because I'm just eating dinner. So don't worry about me, man.
Looks good, dude.
I'll catch you guys on the flip. I'll keep watching the stream.
Thanks for coming on, man. Good on you.
All right, guys. Later.
Take care, Don.
Cheers. Bye-bye. There you go,
Dude,
Chris.
man.
If you want to pop in again. Sorry, Bob. The big bad Bob. Did you say something, Bob?
Wait, what the hell was that? For nothing? Are you thinking? What was that? James Dean? No. Big Bad John. That's it. Yeah, John. That was
Yeah. Big Bad John. Who sang that?
somebody. Jimmy Dean.
Jimmy Dean was
it
an
Jimmy
actor.
Dean? No, there was a singer. All right. Who
Al.
sang Big Bad
Tennessee
John?
Ernie Williams or something like that.
Big
It was
Bad-
Jimmy Dean.
Tennessee Ernie Williams, something like that. Wasn't it?
Jimmy Dean. I got it right here on Google. Big
Wow.
Bad John, 1961, original version.
Better be a bit assertive, Jim. If you're
It's
gonna...
way before my
Big
time.
John.
Yeah, hey, same. Way too much.
I was born in 72. I'm still young, and I guess.
You're even younger than me. God damn it.
All right. Do you remember the ants and the rubber tree plant? Whoops,
I've
there
heard-
goes another rubber tree plant.
No.
No,
Shaking his head, yes.
Nope.
Hi, Chris.
Chris, you can pop on again, mate, if you want to, dude. Come to the green room. Come to the green room, and I'll put you in the good room.
I was after you, Bob. I was Gary, 77.
Can't hear nothing.
So, Matt,
Can't
you
hear
guys
us?
can't fly? You guys can't leave the house?
No.
Shelter in
no.
place?
We're stuffed.
You leave?
We're stuffed.
If you leave, you get ticketed?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
We've
I
been
went-
we've been in shelter in place since the 16th, but it hasn't been like drastic where cops are going to pull you over and say what you're doing. There's people out and about. I jump on the bike and we'll go for some rides, and there's
Yeah,
people
can't
doing some things.
Can't
Can't
hear
even do
nothing.
We can hear you. I can hear you talking.
Who can
I
hear
don't
who?
know
talk?
why. Bob cannot hear us, but I
Nope,
hear him.
Can't hear.
Oh, I
I'm
can't
gonna
hear
leave and
Bob
come
either.
back.
Okay.
Righto, Bob.
That happens with Adrian. I bet he's on an Apple.
No, I'm on the Apple.
Look
Oh,
on
my-
it.
I'm
But
on a
Adrian
Mac.
does it either on his phone or his
Oh.
iPad mini. He has those problems.
Chris,
There's Chris. How you doing, Chris?
Good. You mean when Adrian's smacking, you can hear him? I can hear him well.
Oh my God, those ice cubes.
oh,
Yeah, that was pretty annoying last week.
Yeah.
Matt, I had looked when I got off Greg's show, and there wasn't but 3 in here, and I didn't mean to boot somebody out, man.
Yeah, well, you know, you're just a pushy person, Chris. We know that about you. But,
I was hoping it was Adrian if anybody left.
yeah.
Yeah, Matt, if you need to get anybody else in here, let me know. I'll step out. It's all good.
It will all
I
step
don't have
out.
much to say.
That's by myself.
We'll all jump out and you'll be here by yourself. The hell with you.
Oh, he's looking after that virus.
Is that vodka?
It's K1, Kettle One.
I don't know what that is.
Vodka.
Vodka,
Okay.
yeah. Nice.
The
Well,
Patron.
how come when I said vodka, you said no?
I did say yes.
Need some
Shook
Patron,
my
man.
head. I don't drink that. I'm
No.
Latin, but I stay with the vodka.
There you go.
Vodka was my liquor of choice, alcohol of choice when I used to drink.
With orange juice and an umbrella, I'm guessing.
No, and very little orange juice, just to make it fashionable.
Where's Brother Bob?
Middle
People didn't
man
think you were an alcoholic.
Cut the middleman out. Get straight to it.
Yeah,
Big bad. Oh,
Matt.
I made it
how
back.
you going? Gotcha.
Chris Hope.
Brother Bob.
Hello, Brother Hope.
Yeah,
How
I can
are you?
I'm good, sir. How you doing?
Oh man, nobody
Good to
plays
see you, man.
along.
Oh,
What did I miss?
Apparently, I did too.
sorry, dude.
I did this.
See,
Like
Jim.
we were gonna.
Well, see, Jim. Bob's a nice bloke, you know, and we don't want him to have issues, you know.
Is
We
Jim
don't
talking?
Well,
Hey,
blow kind of
I
wanker.
can't hear Jim.
no one. You're not missing much, Chris. Don't worry about it.
Kind of feel like Adrian's in the room.
Now, Bob, what device are you using?
I'm using an iPhone.
See,
iPhone 10.
I told you. That's what Adrian tries it on. And
That's the first time he went out
It's
with me.
funny. I'm like a chocolate.
Mum,
we
Mum,
always
I'm in
tell
the
him to
middle.
put in his earbuds, and some
I'm in
reason
the
that
middle of
makes it
I'm in the middle of trying to get a new computer, but I just hadn't got out to go get it. I get my Mac I've got is 7 years old, and the Chrome wanted me to update. Well, I let it go too long. I guess I don't know, but I had a little red arrow up there, and it wouldn't update the Chrome. So then I thought, okay, let's upgrade my Mac and get the updates on it, and it wouldn't update that to the newest upgrade. And it was telling me that it wouldn't take the Chrome, and I just kept getting back and forth. And I thought, this is way above me, man. So I'm just going to get another computer. This one's, I figured it's outdated and about had it 7 years anyway. It's pretty full. So
oh, yeah, well, good going for a computer.
Windows 95.
I'm going to get me not with an Apple, it's not. But I'm going to get me a hard drive too. So, I can have some extra
It was a dot
space.
system, Chris.
Chris can be brutal, can he?
He's really ripping in.
Man,
lately. Really.
You remember when nobody wanted to upgrade from Windows 95? I was one of them.
Yeah.
It works. Leave it alone.
I
No,
don't
we
want
had to go to 7.
No, you can't. You can't. You got to move with the flow.
you do.
XP was
You
always
do.
always
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Once you buy a computer, it's already out of date. So
Windows 3.1. I thought it was over with.
Oh God, you remember when you had to put the DOS disk in?
to load the game.
Yeah.
You had
Floppy disk.
10 like discs this big.
Yep.
And you
That's what
into your-
Al's talking about. Yeah.
and you
Commodore
slide-
64.
We had this, they called it a computer in high school, but it was one of those old printers.
calculate.
You remember that you could take the paper off the side? And it had the one game in it. It was a spaceship, and you had to type in how high it would go or something like that. You always crashed.
That was a DOS system.
Yeah, yeah.
And you have to write, and this is where you learn DOS commands and all that sort of stuff. At such and such, let something, I think be something or other, and that would be your instruction line and all that sort of crap. Yeah, I remember that, man.
Kids don't have to do any of that crap today.
And then there's
Today they press a button.
No, they call it IT.
We were talking and just the other day. The reason we're not sick is because we grew up playing in the dirt. We ate earthworms because our buddies dared us to. We got, we jumped around in dirty puddles in the street. We had every disease in the world. You can't kill us. These kids today, all they did was play with toys inside the house. Never went outside.
devices nowadays.
Yeah, absolutely.
We played with plastic army men out in the street where we were going to get killed by the cars and we were going to break our neck if we fell off the chair. And
Yep, don't do that. You'll hurt yourself.
people don't even get their kids vaccinated anymore.
Not here, they don't.
Crazy.
A lot don't. Yeah. I'm just going to go grab a coffee. Guys, be back in a
I
second.
know. That's what I want to do. My cup no longer runneth over.
Yeah. Oh, Shakespearean. You're fantastic, Jim. You should be on stage, dude.
First stage out of town. Then.
That's what they made the hook for. Get him the hell off.
Actually,
Big
stay
road
here.
All right, I'll see you in a sec.
All right.
I'm gonna pass it up to Peter, and then you can reach over and get him, Peter.
Okay.
Hey Jim, did you mount that GoPro camera, the GoPro 8? You said you're going to mount to your bike and go for a ride.
No, look at this, Al. It's cheap, but you know what the idea is? It's only to replace that front bolt in the windshield, the windscreen, and it's just a GoPro mount.
Okay. You can get them. You got that one on Amazon?
Oh yeah, $30, something like that. Who is this? It just says mount camera windshield FLTR. It's made for a road glide, but that won't make a difference, right?
No, I have a El Cheapo on for my bike. Well, it's like a GoPro mount. Look what I got. Picked up this.
Insta1R. Oh, you got the 360 camera.
The 360, and it's a great camera, and it does like all these movements, like you have like you've taken it off you mount it and then taken it off and put it in another position on your bike. Well, with this, you don't have to. You can edit it on their app in their studio, and you're able to make different point of views, change the field of view to wider, narrower. It's pretty cool. But it's a proprietary
test videos.
It's a proprietary app, so you can't bring it into you can bring it into Final Cut Pro, but it's proprietary app. It works better straight off your phone from the camera, but it only renders in 1080.
Oh man,
I have a video that I was waiting for it to go up. It just looks so pixelated. It's weird. And I've
you
been
know what I
working on
want
it
to
all
do?
day.
I want to put this on, and you know how we get the shake in the front end?
Mm-hmm.
I want to put it on and turn the hyper smooth off.
Okay.
So I want to do like some test videos without any hyper smooth and see if it shows all that shake.
I have this one mounted to my the fork, the shield, the metal on the shield.
Yeah.
And then it's a GoPro mount, mounted it on that. Sticks out about 6 inches, and the footage looks stable. It's just when I uploaded it to YouTube the first time, I didn't go public, but it looks really pixelated. And I waited 2 hours, and it's still. And I went underneath the megabytes MBS. I always get those confused, and it still looked like crap.
If it's a small b, it's megabits.
Mm-hmm. It's a small bit. It's a small b, megabits. Yeah, so it was like at 20.
Okay, I don't know if this has anything to do with anything, but Ron uploaded a 4K 30 video the other day, and it only came out at 720p. So I don't know if YouTube is playing around right now.
I did that last one I did. I uploaded it 4K, the Mini 2.7, and it did not come out that way. Come out 1080.
It came out 1080.
Yeah.
See?
It's weird.
4K, I think.
Yeah, I think
I've uploaded it twice. I deleted the first one because I waited 2 hours, and I was like, "Damn, it still looks pixelated." The clouds were shimmering. It gets me pissed, man.
I know.
I need. Yeah. I mean, now that I have more time on my hand with the shelter in place, it's just like I get digging deeper in how to resolve it.
Well, tell me this. I haven't seen an answer, and y'all may have already talked about it. Why can't we click on people's names and go to their channel anymore? What stopped that?
I don't know. Does it take up YouTube server?
This is day 2 that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
It's been doing it for a couple of days. I wondered
if subscribe or unsubscribe.
No, you can't go to the channel anymore.
No, I can't go. Now, Roger, Canadian Drone Hub yesterday morning pointed that out to me early yesterday morning.
It's been doing it. Well, let me see. We were on Tuesday. It was doing it Tuesday. So it's been since at least then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's and day is Friday.
YouTube's probably just loaded up. You know what?
Kenny says YouTube is over compressing videos right now to save bandwidth. And I believe that. I really do.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of trouble uploading stuff.
I'm gonna have a quick little look.
Okay, I'm gonna still stay on. If you want me to get out, let me know, Matt. I'm just gonna go check on my turkey meatloaf.
You're on, mate. No worries.
I'm gonna refill.
I've heard that they took away to help curb the sub 4K.
Sub for sub.
Oh, the sub for sub. Really? Wow. I don't know. I don't know about that. That sounds.
that sucks.
Yeah, since Tuesday, right? Yeah.
Curb the sub for sub. Thank you, Kenny.
That. You know what? That's so odd. That's believable.
Oh, I truly believe it.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense because I've had probably 5 or 6 subscribe to me in the last 4 or 5 days that want me to subscribe back.
Right.
I've never got those before till now. That makes real good sense now.
Oh, you mean in your comments?
Yes, on a video.
I got that too. I wondered what that was.
Yeah, I've never seen that till the last 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, I get that. I get that quite a lot in my comments. And I can always tell when someone doesn't even watch a video because I had a comment like last night. And it just said, I mean, that's the footage that I took out at the Somerset last week. It was lovely out there. And all the comments said was, you speak well.
There's not a word in the video, right?
So you check that out.
And it's just music with no words to go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, it's funny. The people that I went and looked at 2 or 3 of them to see if it was spam or not. You know, they got 2,000 or 3,000 people on their channel.
I know. I got one from somebody that's got like 1 million, Mr. Beast, and I'm like, who is that?
Oh,
he's a heavy hitter. He's a heavy hitter.
Yeah, dude. Let me tell you something, right? And this is what I've noticed. Oh, look, my subs go up and down. Sometimes they pop up and then go down again. It's like,
do you ever hit a wall? Do you ever hit a wall like you get none?
Absolutely. Yeah. I did right last month, actually, like 70 odd for some reason. I don't know. Well, what I have found is the more subs that I get, it seems the less views I actually get on my videos. My videos from ages ago, when I used to put a video out, it'd bang to 100 within a day or so. There'd be at least 100, and then it'd go to 200 within a week or 250.
Right.
Ever since my subs have been going, now this is quite, contrary to what it should be happening, is my subs are going up and my views are beginning. I'll be lucky to crack 120 on a video.
I know. I've noticed that the other day. I got my last 2 videos that I put up. They were just simple slideshows, and I've got I think about 170 subscribers, and one of them's already hit 200 views, and the other one's up to about 150 in the last sort of 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, I liked that first one that I saw.
I used to not care about analytics until Jim showed me the whole. Remember on your stream?
It'll drive you nuts.
Yeah, I wish you never showed me.
I know.
It's interesting, and this is another thing I noticed yesterday too, because there was a couple of droning channels that I actually found in Australia who found my channel, and I've had a look. Now, their subs are around about 120, 150 on a couple of them, but their views are like 400, and the videos have only been out for like 2.5 weeks or something like that. I'm thinking, how the hell does that happen?
I've been on YouTube since 2014, and I had a channel previous to this one when I was just started flying drones. And yeah, it took me a while to get to 1,000, and I was kind of shocked it actually got there. I thought I would never get there.
Congratulations.
But yeah, thanks, man. Thanks.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah. You're right, because you get to, and when, as Jim says, you hit that wall, bang, you know, I'm never going to get 1,000. I mean, I don't know how Jim's got 2.5, to be honest. It's
Yeah.
Jim's growing. I've seen his channel, and it's growing.
and you
Could
know
be
what?
your streams and your how-to videos and your with the CES, wherever you went to in Vegas.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
are probably helping out as well. But
Yeah.
I've seen your subs, and they're growing.
Well, here's the point here, right? That last live we did, I'm just looking now. That last live we did last week, right? That's near up 259 views.
Right.
And the video that I put out previous to that was 178, and then 162 on that last one I did last week. I'm getting more views on the bloody live stream.
Well, people are hung. You know what I mean? Maybe that's it.
That's
And
what I'm thinking.
yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Yeah.
Must be the quality of the guests you have on, I would say.
I was viewing Claude Drone Effects live stream earlier, and he had 9 people watching, and all of a sudden, bam, 200, 250, 300, 340. He got on the phone and said, "I got 340." He was excited. He didn't know what was going on, you know. But then he realized something is going on here. Some guy come in there with a gibberish name and said, "You know, I did it. It was a test. It's bots," but jumped him up to 350 people watching, and then dropped right back down, just right like that.
Wow.
How in the world can they do that?
they make
I mean,
fake
that's something I don't
computer
understand.
accounts.
How is that done?
I don't know. I really don't. I'm not a computer tech guy.
Do you know what? And I have known people to do this, and they said, "Oh, do this, and you'll get a heap of views on your thing." And what they do is they open up a shitload of browsers, and they all open them up incognito. And say you've got 10 browsers up, you go bang, 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 bang. Now you're watching that video 10 times, right? And they just keep doing that, keep doing that, keep doing that. But that actually doesn't work because the algorithm looks for the IP address. Now you got all these windows open, and you're watching them yourselves for a short amount of time. You'll show 300 views, and then once the algorithm gets wind of all this shit, it goes bang straight back down to 67 views or whatever the correct amount is. So it just doesn't work. Be nice.
Kenny
This
says,
wasn't views. This
Didn't
was
Kenny
people
Cardoso
watching.
said he does like Reddit and all that other stuff?
I've
You
tried.
remember when he was on the stream?
Yeah.
He did like a whole. I always wonder how people get so many views in like 2-hour time. They're getting like 300-400 views.
Now that I don't know, because that really depends whether YouTube pushes your video or not.
See, we were talking about that on your stream, I think it was, Jim, and we're talking about Reddit, blah, 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 blah. And I said, if you want to know anything about Reddit, speak to Kenny because he uses it all the time. And he slams all the social medias with his videos. And his views do reflect that. Reddit works. That's right, mate. Yeah.
Only works if you get in that specific topic.
You got to find it first.
Right?
I'm gonna forward Kenny one of my videos. Chuck that in there, Kenny.
Hmm.
Oh, Steve Carpenter. I didn't see
He was in with Claude. So he probably saw that too, right, Bob?
Yeah. You're popping in and out, so I can't hardly hear you. I've got a bad connection, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay here very much longer. It's the first time it's ever happened, so I don't know if it's the bandwidth. I don't know if it's YouTube. I don't know what it is. It's something on my end. I'm guessing. You know.
It's probably the bandwidth because I'm seeing a little bit of lag in when you're talking.
Oh, I've been watching here, and I'll be listening to what you guys are saying. Then it's 15, 20, maybe 30, 40 seconds later. So it's that bad.
Oh.
Yeah, but you got to consider too that there's probably people on the internet now that normally wouldn't be.
Well, I got to pipe my internet in here. It's coming through a satellite dish. You know, I'm pretty rural, so. And the
Yeah.
bad thing about it is, eighth of a mile this way, fiber optics. Quarter of a mile this way, fiber optics. And a
Wow.
community of 250 people spread out, got their own little stretch of property, and can't get it run.
Hey, Bob,
I
where
asked the
you at?
magistrate about it. Rural Kentucky. I'm in Central City, Kentucky. And I asked the magistrate, I said, what about getting us some fiber optics? There's plenty of people out here that want it. And he said, well, if you can get me 250 signatures, and I said, so you mean I got to go door to door? So that's more or less what it amounted to. And I'm not about to go door to door. So I'll take it when we get it, I guess. We probably never will, is my guess. It's a shame.
Well, what would
There's plenty of
happen if
people-
you got 250 signatures? What would change? That would make it go on the spot and do something?
You know, I don't know. I imagine money's got to be appropriated and some things got to be passed so somebody can throw their name on that signature, you know, and get it done. But I don't know if it's going to get done out here or not. I kind of doubt it.
Hey,
There's a lot
Bob,
of
what a
people that's out
blessing
here
to live in
elderly people.
a country. You guys are country living, Chris, and all those
Oh.
you guys. That's awesome.
My
I hope
son's
one day I
in
wind up
Paducah.
that way.
My son's in Paducah, and I told him, I said, leave your grandkids here. My grandkids here. We're in the perfect spot. Perfect spot with all that's going on out here, you know. They can get out. They got the run of the place. They can go wherever they want. They can run down through the woods. I got swings, trampolines. I got everything set up for them. And I said, they can just stay right here and won't have to worry about no COVID-19.
You see what Cardosa said? Kentucky, we had UPS driver die there of COVID this past week.
Wow. We were just talking about that the other day too, because they're not giving them anything to protect themselves, you know.
My sister's partner pulled through, man. 4 weeks in a hospital on a ventilator.
Good.
Well, 3 on a
Oh,
ventilator.
shit.
Wow.
And,
Ventilator.
the amazing thing was when my sister's texting me all these stories, and you know, she couldn't go see him, and the last time she seen him was almost a month ago. She was just amazed and talked about the nurses and the people that sat by his bedside, like nurses, like they would take shifts and they would sit by his bedside through the night, through the afternoon, the evening, the night.
Wow.
Yeah, it's incredible, man. So, man, hats off to all those service people. It's incredible. It's just, yeah, he's at home now, and yeah, he's very lethargic. You know, kind of coping. You know, I'm sure that what's it called, PTSD. When it's all said and done, when it's all said and done, I'm sure that'll creep up on him as well. But yeah, incredible.
Wow.
Yeah, in New York City.
Oh, geez, I tell you. Yeah, that's a sad state of affairs there. Bloody New York.
I'm glad they pulled through.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing, man.
Well, I
It's
just
great.
mentioned earlier that Pink had it. You know, she had the virus, for God's sake.
Wow. Some people it's affected them, you know, significantly, and other people it's just like a common cold, if not anything.
Yeah, weird. All
And
depends down.
you know, I'm sure that if people didn't have housing in place, this probably would have been in bigger proportions than what it is. You know, because I'm like Jim, I heard him earlier, the numbers are down, you know, as compared to flu like last year, year before, the numbers are pretty much down, but you take away that housing in place and let people just run rampant. But then, I don't know, it seems like to me that you should just let it just go. And whoever's going to catch it, you know, we've had flus and never done nothing about them before. There was never nothing
I think
done
it's just
about
the big
flus.
when you have the big cities and you have all that congestion and all this, like New York City. Oh my God! I mean, I was born and raised there for 15 years. I moved out of there in 1987 as a young teenager. So to see all that the people there and stuff, and now live in California, it's amazing. I mean, I'm surprised there's not more people that passed.
They're saying Philly is going to be another hot spot. Philly and Baltimore.
It's not over.
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't think it's peaked yet. So, I mean, with everybody housing in place, I guess that's what's kept it down, kept the numbers low, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing. And
It's helping, but it's not going to go away today.
You're right. That's exactly right, Chris. It's not going to go away. It's going to come right back. And then what's going to happen then? They called
This
the
is
Olympics
scary.
off, didn't they?
Do what?
see that Boris ended up with it over there in the UK.
Oh yeah.
Prince
That's it.
Charles.
I tell you what's sad. A buddy of mine's father passed away yesterday, day before yesterday.
Oh man.
Can't have a
Sorry to hear
funeral. And memorial service, they're gonna have. I think he said he's gonna have 9 people at the memorial. So you know, they're gonna do something 6 months down the road when this is all over with. So these people that are passing away are not having funerals. They're not. They're just not having, 100, 200 people show up to a funeral. It's just 5 or 6 or 10 or less. Yeah.
And the judge executive just laid down a curfew here. Nobody on the streets from 9 to 5 in the morning. So, and they're enforcing it. So it was like Matt was saying earlier, getting a ticket. I don't know what they're going to do about it. I'm sure there'll be somebody's going to try it. Somebody will try to push the limit,
And they need to get ticketed.
Yeah.
It's the misdemeanor possible jail sentence time here in California where I'm at.
See, our
San Francisco Bay Area.
Ours is nearly business as normal. We're told to stay home, but if you need to go to town, go to town.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. All the restaurants are open. Of course, it's all carry out, just like it is everywhere else. But I actually went to town twice today, and it's almost like nothing's going on. The clothing stores, like Bell's, we got Bell's. They're closed. Western clothes stores, they're closed. Not the Alltel, Verizon store's closed. You can go online and get stuff, but you can't do anything physically walk into a store.
Yeah,
they're still selling cars. They're still selling. All the drugstores are open. Of course, Walmart's open. All the grocery stores are open. It's just almost like nothing's changed. It's changed a little, but not drastic like Al was saying in California, or Brother Bob just said 9 to 5 a.m., 6 a.m. you can't get out.
Right.
And Dean down there in South Texas, they can't. It's a big fine if they get caught out on the road for not going to the grocery store to get gas or get medicine. They're just out riding the roads just to get out of the house. They get in trouble.
Yeah. I think Matt said something a while ago. It was $1,600 fine, didn't you, Matt?
Yeah, $1,600, mate. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they've been handing that out. I mean, there was one bloke who needed a good slap in the head. Now, he was warned 4 times not to breach his because he'd just come back from somewhere. So obviously he's in his isolation period or whatever he has to stay. Now, he breached that 4 times. And on the 5th time, they said, righto, enough's enough, dickhead. And there's your fine. They'd be more than lenient with him, but that's just retarded behavior,
Yeah.
There you go. The explanation makes sense. More deadly, the lurgy, which we call it a lurgy. I'm not too sure if you use that as well. I haven't heard that for a while.
We call them loogies.
Loogies. I've got to chuck a loogie.
Matt and Art went at it yesterday hard.
and if you're good, Matt, you can save it and put it on a cracker later.
Yeah, right. we call them oysters. Yeah.
Hey, you want to hear the funny thing in California? Marijuana was legalized recreationally. Now, since this has been going on, they've changed it. Now it's just people with medical cards for this emergency purpose. The emergency purpose that are going on today. Now.
Wow.
It's crazy, huh? Yeah, they've changed it.
Oh my gosh, Steve!
Can you go back on that?
I think it's because there's the social distancing and stuff. The Santa Clara County Health Department. Yeah.
So they cut back on the recreational marijuana.
Actually, this will be really interesting because Margie was pulled up with her video because she's had to remove it because of all the talk of the virus and that sort of stuff in the chat and all sorts of things. It'll be very interesting to see what happens to this video.
Now, that's what I'm saying. Is it because you're talking about it? Can they analyze that deeply, or is it from the chat? I wonder. Were you on Margie's video when that was going on?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
So I don't know. She just said one of the information that she just put in there was that they were talking about it in the chat. So she hasn't got a panel discussion like we're having. So I'm kind of guessing that it was more to do with the chat than what was actually being said. So everybody write in the chat now, fluffy ducks, and please. That'll be nice.
Well, she's in a country where they're always wearing the masks anyway because of the air pollution and everything.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Right in the chat. I take it back.
Someone write in the chat there, just kidding, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know,
But
I've got bigger problems than this. I don't know why you guys are talking. I bought a new coffee pot and it keeps shutting off.
it's because the water's boiled, mate.
I just had the microwave. Come over here.
That's normal. It's
only good for an hour.
Is it shutting off right
It's good.
afterwards?
Chris, I'm getting cheated out of my full hour. That damn thing's shutting off at like a half hour.
It's your Florida time. If you get on Texas time, you'd have an hour and a half. Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. I take it back. They're gonna get you on that one. Ain't talking about Florida.
You're gone now, mate.
But it's
Now
okay.
you gotta take the coffee out of the pot and microwave it.
If you got a guy that smacks ice and drinks a cup of ice at one swallow, it's all right.
Oh, Adrian.
What? He does that without even thinking. He'll chomp on that ice, get over there. He's rattling pots and pans, and he doesn't realize it's coming through. You know, it's funny. I laugh every time I see it. I just laugh.
It shook me
I
up
get a
last
kick
week.
out
I
of
was
it.
clicking buttons to mute it, and I actually logged off. That's the truth about it, guys. I logged myself off, and I came back and told you guys. I told you guys that it was computer problems. He was just crunching loud, and I'm wearing my ear pods, and I can hear him.
So
It was
where's
pretty
Adrian tonight,
pretty loud.
Matt?
Dude, that was shocking.
I got you, Al. The Sonys.
Where is Adrian?
Oh,
tonight?
okay.
He's feigning internet problems. Now
He's
here's
watching.
Bob. Here's
He's
Bob
watching.
with real internet problems, and he's struggling through. A champion. And
No,
yet
about
Adriana,
He just couldn't hack
that.
it.
Adriana.
you got that.
Ah, his ears are burning.
That is 30 seconds late, isn't it?
Says I want to jump in, but I can't.
I'll step out if he wants to. I'll step out.
No, it's
Let
his
Adrian come on.
He can't.
Oh,
You know what? That's a poor excuse because he's not even in the chat, Al.
Yeah, he's 100% supporting.
he's there. I lurk a lot too. I watch a lot of guys' replays, or I watch a lot of live streams, and I just lurk. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think it's the New York. I think it's the New Yorker in me because I don't want to say hi to a whole bunch of people, and then if I say hi, I don't want to be shot down, so I get pissed. So you know
It
what I mean?
takes a half
It's like-
hour to say hello to everybody, right?
It's a mind fuck. It's a mind fuck. I just rather just sit back and watch it.
Just go generic hello to everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, all of you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
See, when I go into a chat, I put in there and say, "Hey, all, how are you?" You know, and if someone says hello back, I'm obliged then to go at such and such. Hey, how are you? And then they'll all do it. You know, all three of them.
Yep, all three.
And,
Yeah. Hey, Gary.
Hell, I'm lucky if I get three.
that'd be this.
Y'all heard they got a new app out. It's called lurking.com.
Oh,
Oh,
you
really?
Oh yeah, Kenny's
Oh,
already
great.
on it.
Shit.
He there says I lurk. Don't mind the heavy breathing.
I'm in the back of the bus listening and watching everybody.
You're right, Al. That I mean, and if you're on an Apple iPad or you can't do the @ and get their name.
Oh, yeah.
Holy
Wow.
Christ! Then you got to type in everybody's name. No way.
Well, then when you type it in and they don't respond, you're like, what the fuck? This guy doesn't like me? Sorry about that. Yeah, it's the mind fuck.
He just said, "What the fuck?" And then he said, "Sorry about that. It's a mind fuck."
Sorry
So-
about it. Yeah, it's a mind. It's a mind F.
Oh my goodness, the fun we have on Friday nights.
Right?
Sorry,
Anything
Mum.
goes here. This is the stupid channel.
Yeah,
Oh, Matt.
I've
Let's
had
just
to
talk about
refresh on this
anything.
computer.
Well,
I've
Adrian's
had
not
to
here.
refresh on this computer 5 times. That's how bad it is tonight. And I've sat here through Matt's show and watched it and never had a minute's trouble. All the way through 2 and 3, 4 hours. I've seen him go 4 hours before. And this is the first time I've just constantly had to stay here and hit refresh.
Wow.
You're coming through good now, though.
That's strictly all through this, just the cell phone.
How much do you
That's all I
get
need.
down on a satellite dish, Bob?
Oh, it's bad. It's bad. The last time I checked, it was like 1, 2,
Oh,
but I was getting 5 up. So I couldn't believe I was getting 5 up.
yeah.
The speed is just absolutely terrible. I mean, terrible.
one of my
And it's
girlfriends
a wonder that I'm sitting here viewing, right now, the way it is right now is that something is going. It's a lot of times if it's completely cloud covered and raining real hard, I won't get hardly nothing. I'll see the wheel of death there, and I just shake my head.
Bob, you were talking about the Mavic Air 2, and Kenny was asking if we had talked about. With the Mavic 2 Pro out, I don't see why they would go put out a Mavic 2 Air.
price point, mate. Price point. They're after that.
I'm going to
that-
buy it.
Yeah, man.
They
It's
come
not
out with
top
one with a Mavic Air. It has OcuSync on it, and I'm going to buy it.
It's
Well,
hard to
better
keep up with that
Yeah,
stuff.
I can think
God.
everybody, but
It's
It better
too
have.
hard to keep up with it. I give
God.
up.
it does have it.
No, it better have, because if they don't, that's another. That's just mistake number 2 for that model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet it. I think I read somewhere that it didn't have OcuSync.
Yeah, well, they
The
can,
only place I've seen with that is Drone DJ, right? Am I correct? Anybody?
Hmm?
Mavic
What
Air
are you
2.
talking? You're talking about the FCC filing?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. I think it's that new Drone XL. The one guy who left Drone DJ.
Yeah. Haya
Yeah.
Kestalu.
There you go. That's his name. I ain't gonna say it right now.
Oh, all right.
Can't even
Sorry.
Couldn't say it if I tried.
Oh, it's going to have an ADS-B sensor on it. Well, guess what, guys? The remote ID does not allow for ADS-B sensors.
Isn't DJI repair warehouses leaving and going back to China?
No, they're shutting down their storefronts.
Stores or the actual like the North American where you send in you would send in your okay. all
Repair
right.
centers? No.
Okay. That would be catastrophic if they did that.
Their stores they're shutting down.
and they'd want to do something actually, too, with the sound of the Mavic Air, because that's horrendous. That noise.
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
That's bad news.
4K 60. You guys think it'll have 4K 60?
You know what? I don't think so. I think they'll stick to their 4K 30. They're gonna. I think if they're going to bring the Mavic 3, if that ever eventuates, that would be the step up for that one at least. And you'd expect something spectacular out of a camera from another Mavic.
I can assure you the Mavic 3 is probably primed and ready to be released. I'm sure they're working. They've been working on that for quite some time.
Been too long.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Pretty big. I mean, the Mini come out last November, and it was just a step above a Tello, with a little bit of a better Wi-Fi signal. I will say that.
Yeah, that enhanced Wi-Fi.
I don't have no problem with it at all. And I've learned how to. They give the white balance a little where you can tweak it a little bit, and that made to me it made a world of difference. I'm quite fine with that. But for the guys that live in the cities,
right,
that won't work.
Look at Philly Mike.
Yeah, too much interference. I can honestly.
Yeah,
It's good for about maybe 1,000 feet, 1,500 feet.
Yeah.
That's a long because if I go 700 feet to my left, Chris, I think we talked about this on my Inspire, which is Lightbridge. That's it. That's its max. Yet I can take that thing out on my right to the highway and go for 2 miles.
Yeah,
Is that the Aspire 1 or 2, Jim?
Inspire 1.
I'm fortunate. I live out in the country, so I don't have that issue. We got Wi-Fi around here, but it's not like it is in, say, in a town of 5,000 people.
I've got the Matrice 210, so I'm not going to buy the Inspire 2. They carry the same cameras. In fact, the Inspire can't carry my optical zoom camera.
Inspire was a great aircraft. It was a great bird. It's just the flight time was so short.
It's like 15 minutes, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, I had the V1 and V2. I sold those motherfuckers. Sorry about that. Sorry, sold them.
Not me, Al. You know why?
Yeah, I see them back there.
They're the only things that are going to be flying with remote.
Yeah, that's what my wife said. You should have never got rid of them.
She's right.
I'm not going to sell them anymore, man.
These birds aren't going in. I got my original, like Chris. I have my original Phantom 4. Not going anywhere.
No.
They even make knockoff batteries for the Phantom 4.
I've seen those on Amazon.
And it works.
And they got pretty good reviews.
Yep.
You're gonna. That's it. You have to look at those anyway in the near future, or not the near future. Maybe a couple more years, where your original batteries start to crap out. So there's going to be companies out there that will do that. At this point, I can still get original batteries for the Spark. So I was very surprised with that, to be honest, because that's been out of production for quite some time.
Matt, did you sell your Spark?
No.
Okay.
I actually ran 5 batteries through it yesterday. It's been a while.
There's really, honestly, there's really no reason to sell your older drones. There's always going to be a situation where you say, you know what, this smaller drone might be better.
Well, you know what? Yeah, absolutely. And when it comes down to it, if I was going to get top dollar for my Spark or my Mavic Pro, then I would probably consider selling it. But it's not really money-wise. Unless I'm down to bread and water, it's not worth selling. It's not worth selling just to make a few bucks, because it's
right. Because if I have to rebuy it down the road,
it's neither here.
That's exactly, Jim. Funny you mentioned that. That's exactly what I did with the Phantom 4 Pro, because I was getting inquiries about mapping jobs, and I sold my Inspire 2, which had the X4S, and then I had the Mavic 2 Pro. And then if you use the Mavic 2 Pro, it's going to take more batteries because you got to stop in order to catch the picture because there's no mechanical shutter. In short, I wound up buying another Phantom 4 Pro. It was cheap, good price, legacy firmware. I'm not even upgrading it, but but I wound up buying another one. So it's more money out of the pocket than you wanted, actually venture into.
Hey,
what do you guys think is going to be on this Mavic 2? Anybody got any ideas what they think is coming out? What is going to be on it?
What are they going to do camera-wise, guys?
Well, there's not too much detail on it at the moment, from what I can see.
No,
it's
it'll be 4K 30 for sure, I would think.
Oh, absolutely. But you know what? That's what it's got now. So. You might be right, Al. They might chuck it to 60, but that's going up a price point where it's
no. They're not going to do it 60. No,
they're starting to the upper range.
Yeah,
but right now Autel is. We don't know about their aircrafts and what's going on, but right now Autel has 2 aircrafts that are pretty legitimate. If they're legitimate aircraft,
they may save that for the Mavic 3. You know what I'm saying? As far as that 6K, 8K nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not
just
going
saying,
there.
it-
I'm
it-
telling you right now.
it
I'm
just
not
seems
going.
like they're behind. You would think they were behind.
Well, yeah.
People aren't going to go for 8K. There's no need for it.
Well, look at this.
I
The 8K
I
is
actually uploaded that 8K footage from Drone Valley, and I converted to a proxy. It didn't take me very much of a long time to edit it. That short little clip on my old MacBook Pro, so it wasn't too taxing.
But
I
the
mean,
difference between 4K and 8K on your computer screen
yeah,
is what?
yeah.
You know what, Al? You mentioned in your comment on my last video, I watched it on my, what was it, an iPad or something first?
I did.
Okay. So not many people would go and do what you did and watch it on the telly after. That's where they look at it. It'll be on their iPad or the phone. And
Exactly.
and unless you're doing a Hollywood production, you ain't going to need 8K, mate.
True.
Really?
Preach it, brother.
And you know something? If you look at the phones, Apple's best phone is what? 1440p on
There
the
you go.
playback
Yeah.
right now. They're not doing full 4K on their playback.
Yeah.
And if you get a lot of people watching on the phone, you know, 4K 60 looks terrible down at 1080. I think played at 1080. I think it looks terrible. Can you
get to the moire on the straight bars or the roofing? You see the
oh my god!
shimmering
You
and
know how that?
pixelation.
God, Al, you know
The
how
Mavic 2 Pro does the same thing, and I can put neat video and try to correct it, but you're still going to see it. So
Al,
it's just yeah.
Talk to me.
Bud?
Talk to me.
What's up?
So that's an issue with the camera, is it?
No, it's an issue with bringing 4K down to 1080.
No.
Watching 4K at 1080.
Yeah, that's fine. So what were you saying?
The roof shingles. Always have that
so that
stupid line going across.
You're talking about the Mavic 2 Pro. I have
Yeah.
my setting at +100.
Yep.
I never changed it. Maybe I should go 000 across the board, or maybe -0. But
I don't change
you
it.
get the shimmering, the moire, the like roof shingles or straight bars, or like if you're fencing or trees, you see that shimmering.
Yes.
I think it's
Is that off your
yeah.
SD card? Is that directly off your
straight
SD
off
card?
the SD card, and I see it a lot on my Mavic 2 Pro.
Exactly
More
right.
so than I see it on the Mavic 2 Zoom, which has D-Cinelite.
Yeah. See, I've never had that problem with the Mavic Pro. And I think I talked to Jim last week. I noticed straight off the SD card that I had, and I called it the power line issue.
Yes.
Where it was going like this.
Yeah.
And
It's like a trail.
Yeah. Now, there's a couple of shots in that last video where I can see the trees in the distance, and they're doing it, and the railing that went across the little bridge, that was doing it.
This is what sparked my whole brain insanity with what are we supposed to be uploading to YouTube at? How many megabits a second and 4K 30 and all that stuff? Because my videos kept showing, like Al's talking about, he knows how it drives me nuts. Roof shingles come out like a staggering line. It's like this. When the video,
But Jimmy, I was getting the same thing in the actual rendered true version, the original, like on my computer, not even uploaded to YouTube. I would still see that moire, that shimmering on roof tiles. And
what are you
fencing.
watching it at? Are you watching it on a 1080 screen?
No, I'm actually watching a 2.7 screen. Maybe because it's 4K, you see it more. I don't know.
I think I think it's the 4K being watched on a 1080 screen. I don't know. I can't nail it down.
Yeah, well, you'll notice too, and that's why the first thing I said to you too, Jim, was to make sure you watch it full screen, whether it be 1080 or 4K.
Oh yeah.
Don't.
If you're not watching it full screen, you're only watching it at 720.
Yeah. So, and this is what I was, and I'm glad that you brought that up, Al, because this was something that was pissing me off. Now, Kenny's got here. I heard it was shutter speed. Now, my shutter speed, I can tell you right now that my shutter speed was double my frame on that particular occasion. I had a ND8 on, and everything was set as I think the aperture was running about 3 something or other on that shot. Now I remember that shot specifically because I didn't see it while I was filming it, but anyway, it was something about that shot that I was remembering, and I thought, oh, remember what I did there because it looked really good. So that was the case, and yet when I watched that footage straight off the camera, I was just playing it back as an MP4 file, and I was looking at it, and I was going, "You've got to be shitting me!" I was really pissed that I'd be getting this bloody shimmering crap go on, and I'm glad that you've brought that up. Now I'm not too sure. I mean, if I can't tell while I'm recording that my shutter speed may be a little wrong and I'm getting that shimmering until I look at the footage later. How are you going to fix that shit if it is the
Matt? I think it's more pronounced on the Mavic 2 Pro because I have Neat Video, which corrects the shimmering and kind of like reduces that stuff. Even if I were to put the strongest profile setting on it, it would still be there. And I see it more on the Mavic 2 Pro than I do on a Phantom 4 Pro.
Well, you know what?
I don't drive myself insane until I've seen it rendered correctly, and then uploaded per YouTube's recommended settings after 2 hours. Because Steve Carpenter and I spent, I think, a whole day on this, going back and forth. How does it look? How does it look? Because I didn't have a 4K screen. He did. So I was putting up these videos at different upload speeds to see what it looked. And I finally, when I followed YouTube's recommendation, it's not there, Al. It's not.
But today I've spent all day. I mean, I'm working from home, but I spent all day trying to fix the footage from the camera I just got, that the Insta360 1R. And I strapped it onto my bike, and I was like, oh, this looks great. It's HDR footage. It looks clean. And once I seen it on my computer, I was like, what the hell is that pixelation? Why does it look that way in YouTube?
See, you have a whole nother problem because you're going through a whole nother app to render or to bring down that footage.
Sorry, I just seen this.
Steve,
Now, what's your app for that R called?
It's called Insta360 Studio. It's great to do. It's really quick when you're doing it on your phone. You can literally speed up footage, color grade it, and it's quick. It's proprietary, but you can only export it through that app as cache video at 1080.
Wow.
Yeah, only on that video. But if you were to do it on your laptop or computer, you can render it to 4K. 360 is filmed at 5.7K.
Right.
Oh God, I forgot what else it is, but it's either at 24, 25, or 30 frames per second. It's a great camera. It's stabilized. I haven't checked it out because I have it in my YouTube, but not published. Right. So I'm just waiting, and then I'm gonna publish it. But this is the third time I've actually imported that video.
You know what we should do? We should make a playlist on our channels where we do those test files. So like you're talking about, because that day I got 3 or 4 that are unlisted. They're up, but they're unlisted. Just to see how they would look when they're all rendered and all that done on YouTube at the different bit rates. That you remember we were talking about the
If you didn't talk about it, I wouldn't be so anal about the shit.
Oh my God. Well, I am. I am.
Yeah, because now I'm like looking at the little small things.
You see those roof shingles and it drives you insane.
I'm just going to drop out for a minute. I'm just going to go and grab a bit of lunch.
Make sure I see your cockatoo.
No worries.
Go
grab
Peter. See you, Peter.
On that pod.
I shall return.
Right.
Again, I had to find out that when you close camera, you have to sit there and upload a photo. It doesn't stay there. I have to upload that photo, that logo. How come it doesn't stay there from show to show? That's crazy. You don't know what I'm talking about, Matt.
I do.
Look, you see that logo there?
Yeah, I know. You see mine?
Yeah. How come I have to upload the logo every show? Why doesn't it stay there?
Mine stays there. I don't have to touch it. Yeah.
Maybe because you're doing the show.
Yeah, maybe. Actually, maybe. Yeah, could be. Yeah, because it's in my StreamYard settings on that. Actually, yeah.
Mike says it stays. His stays. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'll tell you what. But Al, that whole situation, I went through this with Steve Carpenter. Has to be a month ago now. It was driving me insane. Steve and Ron Lockwood, we were all going through it because he does a lot of 4K footage.
Yeah, I don't have the 4K monitor up. You probably have that. Don't you have it up, Jim? So when you're editing, you can see it that way. I have a 4K TV in the garage and I want to hook it up, but I got to get a mounting bracket for the wall and then hook it up to the laptop.
I wound up getting a 100-foot cable, so I plugged it into the modem, the router. I brought the cable out to the garage. I have a TP-Link with 2 Ethernet cables, one going to this computer and the other one going to that TV. This TV. And so, yeah. And then I bought all the display adapters and all that crap. But that all depends whether your input outputs are 2.0B, where they can output or pass through the HDR. Oh, yeah. I've been through this, Al.
So it's deeper than just connecting to the TV and hopefully seeing 4K footage on the other end.
It's been a struggle, brother.
The best thing you can do, if you've got a smart TV and all sorts of shit and what have you, on my computer, I can go into the file there and I can go share screen. So bang, I don't have to wire anything to it. And what it does is it hooks up to the television wirelessly, whether you've got a Chromecast or anything like that, hooked up to the back. You share your screen straight over to your telly, no wires, no nothing, and it's full definition.
I hooked it up straight with an Ethernet cable, no wireless. Wireless wasn't cutting the mustard. I was having problems. It would spin.
Yeah.
Well, I can only imagine what it's going to be like because I'm an Apple guy, so all my shit is iOS, So I don't even know if I'll be able to hook it up to the 4K TV. And
you can still extend your screen in your monitor section, your display section. You can still extend your screen, so it'll go to both screens.
I'm using the iPad Pro, and I could use that as an extended monitor.
Right.
I use Duet, and then I could actually see something else on that monitor. It's pretty cool.
Liverpool. Colin, how are you, mate?
You see what Gary says?
Yeah.
I don't have to upload shit. I never get an invite.
Hey, I seen Gary's Cuba video, his last upload. That was a good video. It's good stuff, Gary.
It was very good.
How's the UK treating you, mate, over there in Liverpool? I'm guessing that's pretty crazy over there too at the moment.
Home of the Beatles.
Sure is.
Good night, Matt. I'm out, buddy.
Oh, see you, Chris. No worries. We'll see you when you get up for a water, mate. A couple hours time.
That's what happened last time. 3 hours after the cut off.
Yeah. Well, I can't do that this week. I've got to go to the shops, man. I've got to do my shopping. I've run out of milk. That's why I went, I'm going to go to get coffee, and it's bloody empty because I got no bloody milk. So that's awesome. Good on you, Chris.
Chris.
See you, brother Chris.
Is your lake in a specific town or something like that?
No, it's in my backyard.
Okay, because that flies beautiful. I was going to say.
You talking about the big lake?
Yeah,
it's in a little town called Caney City.
Okay. I found like a Facebook group that this one highway I shoot and all that, these people are very interested in it, in this Facebook group. So when I post there, I'll get 1,000 views.
Really?
So I was thinking, because your sunsets from that area are pretty damn good. If they had a Facebook page or a group or something, that would be a great place to post those.
I'll have to look and see. I don't know. I just post them for the hell of it.
Yeah, I know.
You guys are going to force me to do Facebook. I don't do Facebook.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I don't do it. I do catch
If I come your way-
your sunrises, Chris, on replay. I can never catch them live. Yeah, I'm a few hours behind you.
I don't blame you.
Chris, if I ever come your way, I want to go to that lake where you was using the Osmo Pocket and kept saying, fish on. You was ringing them out, boy. You was bringing bass in one after another. Every cast, I said, man, I want to be at that lake.
Now I know how to
pond, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's just a little pond. I know how the fishing pros do it now. It's called cutting edit. Cutting edit.
Somebody stocked that one well, didn't they?
Yeah. Come on, Bob. I got a place right down behind my house now we can go fishing in, so do the same thing.
I've got lakes all around me that the coal mines have stripped, and just huge pits that they have to reclamate and have to stock them. And all of a sudden, they just start gating them off. If you're caught on the mine property, you're gone. You're going to do some time. I mean, they got some stiff penalties for that. But now they started selling the property. Now it's private owners. And of course, what did they do? Posted. All the places I used to just drop in and fish anytime I wanted to, can't go no more. It's terrible.
That's like frog gigging. We could stop at any pond we wanted to, hop the fence, go get the frogs, get back in the
Man,
car.
you're talking some good eating right there. Now you're talking stuff I like to talk about.
You do it now, you get shot.
I used to go frog gigging when I was a younger lad. Had some friends who were into that.
Yeah, fun stuff. Till you dig up on snake.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's fun. You're out there at night, and all you see is the little eyes looking right at you, and if you can gig them or you shoot them, either one. If you can do either one and get the boat full, get 15, 20, 30 frogs, man, you've had an awesome night.
A lot of fun.
It is.
Fun. Anyway,
I'm going to get off here right after you too, Chris.
I'll see y'all somewhere this
I've got
week.
a bad connection, and I'm going to go get me a computer tomorrow. This has settled it for me. I've had it. This is enough.
No, do a little research first. Don't jump into it.
You guys have a good
I pretty much know what I want.
You too, Chris.
too, Chris.
All right, Bob.
Have a good Easter. But this has settled it for me. I've refreshed more than I want to. I cannot type in the chat because of this Chrome update. I can't type in the chat. So that's another thing that's killing me, because I really like the guys in the chat. And I'm sorry to all those guys, because it said hello. I can't. I don't like it.
It's kind of hard to do both things. I find it hard. I mean, I'm not used to this live streaming stuff. So actually responding to people and clicking back and forth to pages is kind of hard to do.
It's hard,
at least for me.
On an iPad, it's nearly it's a pain in the butt.
I open up his page in another tab, then I hit pop out the chat, then I lower that, then I come back to StreamYards and open the chat back up, and it's there on the side. But of course, if you're not using a full screen device, you can't do that. The vertical video is killing it too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I got a brand new camera that I haven't had a chance to even use yet. So I'm going
Which
to
one
get
you
this
got,
all
Bob?
taken care of. Well, remember, I never did send it back. I think I was telling you were on the stream with Ari, and it was supposed to have been a Logitech, and they sent me a knockoff, and I've yet to try it. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it and see what happens, And
That's
and
right.
If
I
it does
remember.
okay, if it does okay, I'll stick with it. But if it doesn't, I'll go ahead and get the Logitech. The Bria, I think, isn't that what you said? What is it? 9022? What is it?
It's the Brio that I have. The 4K Brio was $130 or $200. I don't know what the hell it was. But the
What's the numbers on it, though?
920, the C920 is a dependable
920.
camera, man, and it's cheap.
Well,
You
I
can get a
think when I go get my
C920,
computer,
C922. They're all cheap.
I think when I go get my computer, I'm going to get everything I need so I can get something. I want to get some content out there. So, and I've got plenty on my drone to throw out there, and I've got some stuff that I do in my shop that I can throw in there. Whether anybody'd like it or not is another thing, but I just think I need to get something out there.
You know what? Oftentimes, Bob, it's just the joy of being able to see another place. Like I get to see what's around Matt, you know what I mean? And what's out in Western Kentucky that I would never otherwise see. It's boring to us, but it might be interesting to somebody else.
You got a point.
Yeah, and for what I do too, and I've said before too, since I've been flying drones, I mean, I was restricted to flight parks before with fixed wing and all sorts of stuff. Now with drones, it's taken me to places that I would, I've been here for like 15 years and never been to any of these places.
Yeah.
And now that I'm looking and constantly searching for somewhere to go and do, I'm going to all these. And I used to travel quite a way to go and get this shit. But now I'm finding that there's so much crap around me, It's like, holy shit, So that just makes it even better. Like last week, that was...
It opens your eyes to other avenues, doesn't it?
It does. And that one last week was, I think, 50 minutes or something drive from my place, just on a nice little country road. Pull over and take some footage. What a morning. Unbelievable. Loved it.
You know what, Bob? I don't know, man. You paid for a Logitech camera. I'd be a little pissed. And you get 30 days to send it back.
Yeah, I know. I know it. That's why I'm going to get this taken care of tomorrow, whatever's going on with this Corona thing or not. This has done it. So, because I don't do live streams and I don't have no content, and I think I'm ready to start throwing something up there, And I really enjoy being with you guys. But I'm gonna go ahead and get something going.
We can help you. We can help you do that editing and stuff when you're ready to do that. Al and I will take all day with you, man.
Mm-hmm.
We don't care. We're here to help each other.
I would need some help on that. I've got a lot of stuff on my drone now that I would probably need help on. I've still got the first flight on it.
I've gotten a hell of a lot of help from all these guys. Kenny, Mike's taught me stuff. Al, you and I have been through it. Rick Halber. There's nothing Rick Halber won't do for you. And all you got to do is ask. This is a good group.
When I listen to you guys, a lot of times you're way above my head. You start talking, this 9 point. I'm sitting here thinking, holy crap, I don't know what they're talking about, but this shit sure is interesting.
You know what? I know exactly how you feel, because when I watch someone's FPV build or something like that, I've got the blah, blah, blahs and the blah, blah, blahs and this transmit, I'm going,
I'm like that on Mitch's, when I watch Mitch's, when I'm lurking in Mitch's live stream.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I was just, that's what
Mitch keeps going to me, why don't you come on? And I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. iNav and ArduPilot and all. I don't even know what the hell that stuff is. How can I contribute? He goes, oh, well, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I don't want to look like an idiot. You know what I mean?
That's the way I feel right there. I'm going to get this taken care of.
Adrian riding on the back of Jim's bike.
We're waiting. We're all waiting for that one, Kenny. I'm going to do a pseudo orbit.
Now with this, Al, we can just turn the camera around and have it pointing on Adrian. This is just the GoPro adapter, guys, for putting it on the mount that Al has. You know what else? A lot of this, Nacho Rising. You know Dennis? Nacho Rising?
Yeah, I've seen some of his videos. He has the
Nacho Rolling.
Nacho
Rolling.
Thank you, Bob.
Some serious travels on his bike.
And he has mounts for every point of the bike. He's done a lot of it from the bike.
You know what crossed my mind just then, Jim, was her heart. What was it? It was on a Monday. How'd it go?
Met her on a Monday and my heart stopped still.
And Everybody said that in the chat, how it goes, and you still mess it up. But it's funny. I like it. I laugh every time. I think you do this on purpose, don't you?
I think you guys are listening to the wrong song.
We're wrong, Jim. You're the only one that's right, brother. You know that.
I've never heard anybody say that, though. Stop still. Her heart stop still.
Your heart is stopped. It ain't moving, is it?
It's stood still.
It's stopped. It ain't moving.
Okay.
That's dementia, Bob. That's dementia.
It's funny, though. It's funny. He does it on purpose. He ain't fooling nobody.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Just between you and
I'm
me.
going to get off here, guys. And tell you right now, it was a pleasure. And thank you, Matt, for having me on. And
I love
I want to say goodbye to all you guys.
No, it's good
Everybody in the chat.
Take care, Bob.
I'll see you guys.
Nice seeing you.
All right. Take care, everyone.
See you,
Take
Bob.
care.
Bye-bye. He's a bloody good bloke, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's genuine.
Yeah, he makes me laugh, mate. You know, he's it's just happy about everything, you know, and it's a great persona, you know.
He looks like
And
he
he's
really
a real
wants
guy.
to. He wants to post stuff on YouTube, but he's kind of like hesitant and holding back. You should just do it.
Yeah, just
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
do
You
it.
can't worry.
seriously.
Yeah, you can't.
If everyone worried about that, I mean, there's that much crap on YouTube. It's not funny, you know. You don't worry about that. I'm not saying his stuff's going to be crap.
No. But the funny thing,
No.
original stuff out there is crap. If you go back to my beginning videos, they're crap. But
We all started somewhere.
it's through you guys that I've learned along the way how to make them better, you know.
That's right. Yeah.
And that's what it's all about, helping each other. And you ask a question, there's always someone that's going to help you in the chat and around it. It's a cool community.
It
It's
is.
a great community.
It's I like this, you know. We've got there's a core group of people that join up every week, you know, and among them, everyone's got their own little bit that they do, you know, and it's a really good little. It's like going to the pub on a Friday night.
Yes.
And you've got 15 or 16 of your mates, and it's a great core group we've got here. We get people pop in every now and again and all that, and it mightn't be their cup of tea. But you know, I really enjoy the fact that we've got these people here, and we have a good time every week, you know. And you know, there's no storyboards, there's no nothing. It's just crap that pours out. And you know, some streams we've been laughing our heads off for 3 hours. Other streams will do a bit of that, and then there'll be a bit of serious shit in the middle, and we talk about crap, and someone might actually say something sensible. But then again, it will go stupid at the end where we all start getting delirious.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I like that. I do. I like that. And there's no real time frame. You know, some go for 3, some go for 5. For God's sake.
Yeah, I know.
You know. And people are still there. You know, at the end, they're still in that chat.
It's like Senate Kenny says, my first video is equivalent to a 4-year-old running around like an idiot recording rubbish, but it's got the most views on my channel. That is so true. I have a video where I had the Inspire 1 Pro. All I'm doing is following some drift racing cars. Amateur. It's got 4,500 views.
See,
Like,
Kenny.
you know, one of the worst non-edited videos ever, and it's got 4,000 views.
I blame Blair Witch. That brought in that sort of filming technique.
The Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, I blame that. There was no cinematics there. No one gave a shit.
But you know what happens? You buy a drone, and you're not just learning the drone. Then you learn the drone Part 107 rules, and you're learning more than you're ever going to want to know. And then you have to go buy the editing software. Now you're learning the editing software. Then you're streaming. Then you got to learn about streaming. It's like it's a never-ending learning cycle.
Yeah,
It's funny you mentioned that because instead of learning through the camera first and then going to drones, I've learned through the drones and then going to camera. I've never posted my camera stuff because I don't think it's quality stuff. You know, like how Cardoso Media does with his gimbal and stuff like that. I got the Ronin SC. I record a ton of stuff, but I've never ever posted it. because I just don't feel like it's quality stuff. So
Yeah,
I keep on working at
perfectionist.
it, working at it. Yeah. That's the problem.
And
That's
you
the
know
problem.
You'll get to a point too where I've been out flying places and all sorts of stuff, and I've never posted any of that footage because in my eyes it's crud, absolute shit. I'm not happy with any of it. I'm kind of guessing that maybe if I did put something together and put it out, people might still like it. But I can understand what you're saying, you know. But if you were to look through that, and you know what too, I've put videos out in the past where I haven't really been that 100% with the footage. So what I've done is I've edited the crap out of it, and I've made it into a do, and it's like,
Yes.
oh, yeah, it's beautiful. Oh my god, look at this, and it was shit. But it depends on the edit too, you know. So
That last video I did, I was conferring with Al on it as I was doing it because I was doing establishing shots. So then I had to take the drone and turn it. And even with the Mavic 2 Pro, when you turn it, it's only doing 4K 30. It's not doing 4K 60. So when you turn it, you're getting a little bit of judder in there. And that drives me insane.
Hello again.
So there's a choice where you have to cut it and still show the establishing shot. So I was going back and forth with Al saying, is that too much jitter there on the turn? Remember
what? This is what I should do, because I had to learn how to do that with the Spark, because there's no 3-axis gimbal. So there was only that the stabilization there. So what I used to do was when I was doing a yaw, obviously I was very careful with a yaw anyway. I very rarely had any footage where there was yaw. But when I did have a yaw issue, within Premiere Elements, there's a within the settings, not settings. Oh, hang on. Anyway, there's a thing in there called anti-stutter.
Yeah.
And what you do is you just pull it into that clip. Boom, gone. Nothing.
All right.
But you got to watch it, Matt, because sometimes it'll wobble. You'll see the footage. It'll go down a couple of frames. It'll look beautiful, steady.
Yeah.
Then you see that little wobble.
Yeah,
that kills me too.
I used a button called Stabilize in Power Director. It actually looked worse.
Sometimes it does, depending on the movements of your drone or your camera or something. I'm going to use the restroom real quick.
Okay, buddy.
So too, Kenny. So true. It's it is, you know, it all comes down to absolutely the music, number one, because that sets a mood with audio.
We were talking about you the other day on Tuesday before you came in, how you changed to the beat.
Yeah. And you make everything flow together. So visually and audio, it's all moving in the same direction. The video that I'm putting out tomorrow is nothing spectacular at all. It was a very foggy morning and all that sort of shit. I don't know. I'm not 100% with it anyway, but I'm going to whack it out there because it's going to be the last video that I'll be able to post for some time.
Foggy morning. Are you going with eerie music?
Not really.
You know?
Not really. Well, it's not eerie. It's very low key. I'm not putting a dark feel on that music because it's not actually a dark thing to look at.
Right.
It's quite beautiful. You know, if I had a trench coat on running through the bushes, I'd do that. But I had to take the trench coat off, according to the court.
Kenny, where are you getting, Matt, did I ask you already where you're getting your music from?
Epidemic.
Epidemic. Matt, Kenny, where are you getting yours from? I've been getting mine from Audio Hero because it comes with the TubeBuddy subscription and also MU Free Music on YouTube. Just to
This is what I do, Ken. Exactly what I do. And we talked about it a couple of months ago where I can be out and I've already got the piece of music. I know where I'm going. And as I said, sometimes I'll just sit there and have a look where I'm flying. I won't even have the bird in the air. I'll have the music going. And that will give me very clear ideas of what sort of shots I want to take. because as the music does something, I want something to happen visually, and that gives me a lot. Exactly sets the tone. Exactly right.
Can you imagine how this would drive us insane, Al? He listens to the music first. Then he goes to film to the music.
I kind of sometimes I do that, Jim. I'm not going to lie to you, but it's hard. It depends where you get your music from, Matt. Where you get your music from?
Epidemic.
I get it from MusicBed, musicbed.com.
Okay.
And it does. I think I talked to when we were on last time. Kenny Cardozo was talking about that stuff, setting the mood and determining your shots and getting all that stuff set up before you go out there and shoot something.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
I didn't know Kenny.
That's a lot of work too.
This is it, and as I was saying to you last week, once I get my studio up and going, I'll be writing all my own music and doing that again. But I can't do it at the moment. But that'll be in the near future. I might have some time, the downtime now with this crud to do that.
But look at all you're doing now. You're not just flying a drone. There's so much more involved, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? I've always done something that pushes some sort of boundary when it comes to some sort of creativity, you know, when it comes to music, doing albums with people and all that sort of thing. It takes a lot of learning and concentrating and just the whole creative process of going through a lot of things. And this is what I found with drones. It becomes a huge creative outlet. Where you can, it's not just droning, as you said, you know, it's the whole creative thing. And as you're building something, making something, cutting it, looking at the music, you're building an emotion or something like that. And that's what I find there. Whether anyone else feels that, who knows? If it gives me a feeling, I like that. And it may portray out to other people. Who knows?
You know what I would love to be able to cut to? Jimi Hendrix, Purple Haze. Just because of the way it starts out. The drum beats. And you can go to a whole nother shot, you know?
So you know,
scene. It wouldn't matter.
You have just done what Al, I, and Kenny do. You've got music in your mind, and now you have visuals in your mind.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. There you go, son.
But it's so hard when
the creative process.
When you listen to the music on these channels that you're open to, it's like classical or country or stupid ambient that I would never use, you know. It's a frustrating process even finding music that you like.
Jim, what music you are you using the YouTube? Audio library?
Audio Hero.
Audio Hero.
It comes with a yearly subscription to TubeBuddy.
I'm amazed because like your Tuesday nights when you talk to other people and the software they're using and some of the stuff is free, I'm like amazed by it because here my dumb ass is paying money to buy a program and I could have gotten it free from the get-go. You know what I mean?
You know, Ron didn't know that YouTube had free music. There's so much little things that we all forget.
Yeah, but the YouTube music is everybody's using it.
Yeah,
so you know what I mean? How much personalization you have on your video when 10 other people, maybe more than that, are using the same song.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. Sorry, I'll tell you something. I will look back at a couple of my early ones a while ago, and when I was watching it and listening to it, it was annoying the crap out of me. I turned it off. It was really annoying me that the music that I was using on it was just bass. I didn't like it, man, because I'd heard it so many times. It's like, oh, shut up.
Right.
Yeah, man. Now I know what roadies and sound mixers go through. They listen to the same songs on tours.
Oh, my God.
Every night, and the same joke from the same person. Oh, this is the best city I've been to. You know, oh, my God. Same old shit. Get away from. Oh yeah. I don't know how often I use YouTube music. It wasn't that much.
Oh man, the first thing I did was get away from YouTube because I actually used a YouTube song and then I was watching someone else's video and I heard the same damn song and I'm like, oh man, this has got to end. That was it.
I started off like that in 2014, 2013. I was using YouTube,
Yeah.
Just learning. I didn't know any better. But as the years progressed, I realized there was thousands of other people using the same music. It was like, I got to find something else.
Yeah, especially when you start clicking on them going, oh, I'll use that song. And here's the thing. You'll have that same piece of music, just as a bullshit example. You'll have that same bit of music, and what you did with that same bit of music will be totally different to someone else. Last week's video was a toss-up, was how I was going to, I had a couple of things in mind with music and how I was going to actually do it. Now, what I ended up doing was a nice little serene thing going on. But that video there, when you talk about speeding footage and doing ramping and all that sort of thing, can be a totally different feel from the same footage with a different bit of music. And I was tossing up. I was 50-50 on which way I was going to go with this footage. And I ended up going with the pretty, that one.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty.
That's a great movie, man. I love that. Anger management. Yeah. Margie's still going down. She's cleaned the wound of her patient. So that's very
I'll
nice.
get that covered.
Matt, what time is it at where you and Peter are at?
Oh, dude.
I always trip out off of that. I'm behind all you guys.
Sorry, man.
Just early afternoon here, 1:43 p.m.
Just seeing that, Matt?
What, mate?
Just seeing that comment?
No, I saw that. I didn't even hear what Al said. I was just fucking Oh, now, sorry, Al. What did you say, mate?
I forgot. What time is it over there and where you're at?
Oh, okay. It's 1:45 in the PM. 8:42. 8:42.
Rick Halber's not too far from where I'm at. About maybe 2 hours.
Okay.
When this is all said and done, I like to go up there and fly some drones with him. Maybe like at Folsom Dam or something like that. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Meet at the prison. Folsom.
Meet at the prison.
Georgia or what? Where is that?
That's up by Sacramento.
No, caregivers not easy. Not easy at all. Yeah. It's a lot of work, that's for sure. Oh my God. Peter Carroll just used YouTube music as well.
Yep.
Hey Pete, have you got a
yes?
Have you got a cloud at all? You put stuff on?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was going to say, send me some footage, man, and I'll cut it all up and put it into something, and I'll whack it through back to you.
You get the free.
Haven't got anything worth doing there, so I wouldn't think.
This is what you think. This is what you think. And as I said, it'll be a challenge for me too to muck around with that footage to do something with it. Speed ramping, all sorts of stuff, different transition effects, and all that sort of shit. Might be able to do something with it.
I've got that free OneDrive. It's full. I don't even know what the hell's on there.
Neither do I. Who the hell puts anything on there?
It automatically uploads from your pictures and all that crap. I don't know how they ever got my permission to do that.
Yeah, I bet you they have.
It's something you got to shut off.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it does it, and
yeah.
And then you got to pay this now if you want more. Well, I don't know what's on there now, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I just bought a 4 terabyte external hard drive. I don't need your crap.
That's what happened to me with my Apple iCloud account. All of a sudden, I see an email that says your 5 gigabytes is all used up, and I'm like, I had 5 gigabytes.
Yeah, thanks for that.
What's in there?
I've got 50 on my Apple iCloud thing. It cost me $1.40 a month or something, but I got 50 gig.
So you just lied to Matt.
No.
He just asked you if you had a cloud account.
And you said no.
I've got an Apple iCloud thingy.
Oh, so, right. Cloud's still there. Okay. I guess.
What's Peter flying?
Not
Peter, what
technology.
drones you have?
Not much at the moment.
I don't know what. I've got a Mavic Pro Platinum.
Okay, that's a good bird.
The quietest drone on the market.
Is yeah, I was going to
Especially
ask,
now.
what was the Platinum better then? How did it get better? What did they do to make it
I think the
platinum?
main difference was different color for a start, and then it had quieter props, and I think it's had different motors on it too. I think.
Different motors, different pop, a little bit better flight time.
Yeah.
Quiet. I could not believe how quiet this thing was. I was one of my mates was selling his Platinum. I'd never flown one, never started one up, and I was at work, and he goes, "Dude, my missus is coming down with a drone. This guy's going to meet you there. Can you just show him it and all this sort of shit?" And I said, "Yeah, no worries." So I went down there. I came out the front, and I said, "Okay, this is the drone. Blah blah blah. Same as the Pro, whatever." I started up, took it off. I couldn't hear it. I'm not kidding you, man. It was that bloody quiet. Of course, there's a little bit of noise. I had never heard anything like it in my life. It was unbloody believable. And then, you start the Mavic Pro up now, all about that, that little whistle that the Pro's got.
I'm used to the loud noise, and when I heard the Mavic 2 Pro, I was like, wow. I can get away with flying this anywhere.
Yeah,
you
dude.
start up the Inspire or the Matrice, and you're waking the neighborhood.
Yeah,
Jim, did you put those Master Air Screw props on yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't used them.
Those are quiet. They'll make the Mavic 2 Pro even quieter. I'm telling you, you'll see the difference.
How stupid is this? I'm a person who likes to see their drone, and when I hear that drone, I know it's close to me and all that. It's an intuitive feel, so that it's now close to you. You can look down and then just bring it on home and all that. Because I don't use the automated modes.
Oh yeah, but what you can't hear, you will see, because the orange props will help you see it better than you would with the black props.
That is something
as crazy it may sound. I have them on both, on my Mavic 2 Zoom and my Pro, and I swear by them. In fact, I bought two sets for my Mavic for my Phantom 4 Pro. I bought two sets of Master Air Screws. They apparently fit for all the Phantom series. So I bought a set today. I only have one set.
Discount? Did you get the discount?
It was the Easter discount.
Yes.
Easter thingamajig. Yeah.
Can I ask you something? Have you ever used the LEDs on the bottom of your Mavic and turn them on while you're flying?
No.
I don't ever fly at night, Matt.
No. I'm not talking during the at
just
night.
To see it.
Just
to see it. Yeah, you could see them. Yeah,
dude,
they're pretty bright.
It is unreal. The only thing you can't see it if it's coming straight back at you and your full noise coming back, you won't see the light because of the pitch of the aircraft. Right. But as far as being up there, and I was really low. The sun was really low in the sky, and I thought I was in sort of the air. I wasn't far away. I couldn't hear the drone, but I wasn't far away from where I was. There was a sunset going on, and I'm looking up, and I turn the light on. And I go, "Oh, there it is." Right. And anyway, I'm moving the drone, doing these things, and I look up and I go, that hasn't moved, because I got the bottom light on. I go, this hasn't moved. I'm going, what's going on here? And it took me a little bit to work out, but it was a freaking star. Right. It was the first star of the night. It was bright as buggery. Wasn't even my drone.
You know what's some nice footage, and I do this a lot on the Inspire, is when I get it up into the air and I got a nice slow breeze coming, I'll just put it on attitude mode, and you can get a nice shot. You really can get a nice sweeping shot with that, because it's not that GPS quick stop. It's just rolling in the air.
And you get some nice shots, establishing shots with those.
I think you can do that on the Mavic Pro, can't you? The Mavic 2 Pro?
I don't think you can. I think you need to hack it somehow. I don't think you can do it. I don't think there's an actual ADI mode.
I've never tried to take mine out of.
What does it have?
I just fly it. But as I've said to Jim in the past, I very rare. I won't have it in that cinematic mode or anything like that, because when I want it to stop, I want it to stop. Because usually I'm moving up against something. I don't need that thing when I let the sticks to go to keep going.
Tripod, GPS, and sport. That's it.
So it was like, and she stopped because, as I said to Jim, that'll be edited out. That won't be there. So I don't give a shit how it stops or starts.
No.
Because until I get my line, especially with something where I'm just panning around a little bit of yaw on it, I'll get my speeds right, and then I'll hit record. There won't
I
be
always change my gimbals. My gimbals are always down at like 13 for the gimbal stop and for the gimbal pan smoothness. I've always got them down low.
Oh, you adjust the speeds on them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
How you liking the bird, Matt? How you
Oh,
like the Mavic 2 Pro?
man, I love it. I love it. The footage that comes out of that camera. What's his name? Drone Bum made a comment last week's video and said, "I can't believe that hasn't been color graded or anything touched in the post." Now I did answer him, but I didn't make it clear at the beginning of the video where it does look oversaturated and does look like I've stuffed around with it. But what I actually did that day, because I'm still experimenting with that drone, is I stuffed around with the saturation within the drone settings itself. So there were some settings that were there at +3, which is way too over the top for a Pro 2. And I went down as far as 1. I think was the lowest I went with the saturation. So there are shots there which in my eyes still, and I didn't touch them in post, just to give you an idea of that. But it is over the top. It can be over the top.
I don't.
Dude, yeah,
I don't
that's
saturate
kind
them
of
at all.
ballsy. Yeah, that's kind of ballsy for to put that in the camera, because if you go out somewhere and you drive 2 hours and you're trying to establish some shots and you put it +3, you get home, you might muck up the footage, right? You don't really know. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
you
you have a whole
take
bunch
it
of
away,
batteries
yeah.
to test it, but when it's all said and done, dude, that's time you could possibly waste. But I was shocked when you told me the settings you did on that one video you did that was +3. I think it was off the coast or something like that. One of the coastal shots you did.
Yeah, that was
God, I can't remember.
that was the Mavic Pro, not the Pro
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, it was the Mavic Pro.
Yeah, and those the saturation settings on that you can't apply to the Mavic Pro 2 because they're totally different. If I was to go the Mavic Pro 2 with +3 on that shot, it'd be too much. Yeah.
So what's the most you go, like +1, or you just leave it at 0?
I'm
No,
at zero.
I'll
leave it
have,
at 0 too.
I'm going to be, and what I will be doing after our conversation earlier was actually drop my sharpness to 0 to see about that shuttering bullshit.
Yeah, I leave mine at +1. I wonder if that's why it's so bad on the videos I post.
Yeah, I'm gonna muck around with that because I think that may be an issue, along with shutter speeds and all sorts of things. But
What he's talking about is not shutter speed, though. I can tell you that because I am always on my shutter speeds. It's not.
exactly right, and
Yeah.
so am I. And that's what I was saying to you. I know this footage, and I know what I took it in, and I was getting
Right.
that. But earlier on in the chat, and Kenny had heard that he doesn't know either, but he had heard that it was actually the shutter speed that was causing that. I'm not too sure how valid that is. I haven't experimented. It's again, you're going to have to go out and you're going to have to try shit. But it's only under certain circumstances too, with your son's hitting something or whatever like that, because it's not in every shot that I did. In saying that, it may be a shutter speed thing because it's not in every shot that I did, and I know that the shutter speed was different in a lot of those shots. I tried to keep them as much as I could to double the frame rate. But in some circumstances, I'm up in the air and I've got an ND on and it's just not cracking it properly.
I know he said to try some without the ND filter on,
Yeah, change the
but
shutter.
the shutter speed goes so high when you do that.
And then your shadows get all dark when you can't get them back.
Yeah. Oh, Al, I tried one in H265 in the D-Cine-like because you can only do D-Cine-like in H265 on the Mavic 2 Pro.
On the Mavic 2 Pro?
Yeah.
I think you mean normal.
The D-Log.
No, the D-Log.
And-
I don't even mess with that anymore.
No, it's a lot of work.
It's too much.
It's huge work in the color department.
Wow. At least in normal, everything's like your shadows are really dark, but you can kind of like lighten them up a little bit. You know what I mean? And you'll get a little bit of grain and stuff like that, but for the most part, it's not as bad as working with at least for me with D-Log M.
Andrew, did you put it in our Facebook group? Above and Beyond Drones Facebook group? Because I don't
What
remember.
was what was he talking about? What was Andrew?
The H265 and the Zoom, which is the 1 over 2/3 inch camera. So it would apply to the Pro and all that.
Yeah. I use H265 with the Zoom, D-Cinelite, +100. And I don't know, for some reason that setting seems a lot better than the normal setting +100 on the Pro.
Okay, can I ask you why you're shooting in 265?
You get more details in your footage. Even if you render back to 264, you still get more flexibility in post with the colors. So you have more details and stuff like that.
I was wondering,
Andrew, throw that link again, will you, brother?
have you shot 265 with your Mavic 2 Pro?
Yes, I agree, Brett. D-Log is a lot.
You can still shoot a normal H265
Yeah.
in Mavic 2 Pro. The problem is when you get that, it looks oversaturated and your shadows are really dark. But you got the flexibility in post. With H265, you got more pixels in terms of colors, information. Exactly. Even if you render it back to 264, everybody's saying, "Why do you do that? Why would you do that?"
Because, all right, even if you know it, a quick review. When you're shooting in D-Log or 265, you're getting the 10-bit color depth recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas normally you're only getting the 8-bit.
8-bit. Wow.
You're taking full advantage of the sensor that you can.
As much as I can, even though when I go back into my editor, I have to turn everything converted to proxies because my computer's not as fast. It's just the same thing like Cardoso is saying right now. It's taxing on your computer. But I'll tell you what, that damn LumaFusion, if it had some type of stabilizer, I would use that all the time as my editor, because what I'm doing with that LumaFusion is it's now part of my workflow. So I start off cutting all my music on LumaFusion and then exporting it to Final Cut Pro. But, and this is trial and error, when I started doing that, I started doing the color grading on LumaFusion. And then I realized when you export it to Final Cut Pro, the color grading doesn't export to the timeline in Final Cut Pro. This is something new with LumaFusion. Yeah, so all the time I spent on LumaFusion on the app was wasted because I went back on Final Cut Pro and I was like, what the fuck? Because there's no stabilization in LumaFusion. So that's why I continue to lose Final Cut Pro. I would completely turn to LumaFusion if it had stabilization, if I could stabilize my shots somehow or my footage, but you can't do it.
I don't understand why you have to stabilize so much.
Well, because some of your shots, if you're I'm not I think I'm a good pilot, but I'm not the greatest where I'm smooth through an orbiting shot. So I try to keep that shot, and you still see that little hesitation when you're turning. So if you're able to stabilize it, then sometimes it becomes that shot smoothens out.
But let's both of us try this. It's got that T mode, which is what again?
What T mode?
The Mavic 2 Pro has T on the mode. Instead of P, you go to T, and it's
the
mode.
You're talking about the cinematic? Cinematic mode?
No,
tripod mode.
Is that
your three switches? Yeah, you got your three on the side of the map. Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got your tripod, your position in your sports mode, all on that same switch there. But let me
not ever shot in tripod mode. Would that take away our problem? Like when I'm doing those turns.
And what will take away the problem, and this is what I'll tell you right now: if you're doing an orbit and you're using your yaw and all that sort of shit, set your yaw speed with your left stick, right? Now, if it's not quite moving with your left and right stick, don't ever adjust your left stick yaw. Adjust your speed to match your yaw speed with your right stick, and you will not get this.
Well, that's why I use my thumbs and I roll.
Hey, that shit is easier said than done. It's hard to do. Some people got that, can do it and stuff. I'm a thumber, just like you, Jim. I don't
I use
pitch.
the sides of
I'm
my
a thumber.
thumbs and I roll them. And this way I can do a point of interest turn around something really slow. I just roll them.
I'm a thumber too. I'm a thumber.
And man, if you use that the tripod mode, it's so slow. So you actually have to hold the sticks a little bit longer than you would normally.
Too
You know
slow.
what I mean?
Really slow? I haven't tried it.
It's
so slow.
And this is what I've said in the past. Most of my, a lot of the stuff. I mean, Andrew watched me do one down at the beach, and I'm doing a pan at the beach, and I'm doing a slow rotate at the beach and everything. I'm flat knackers, left stick on that thing. It's doing 50k an hour, man, and I'm doing a yaw with it because the immense size of what I was doing. You need that speed. Otherwise, it's just like pox. So you need that speed. So very rarely, I'll never, any of those shots, that video I did last week, none of that's in tripod. I'll only ever adjust the speed of the sticks. But I've always found that if you use that yaw to match your speeds to get that nice smooth, you'll always have a jittery picture. If you leave that yaw speed at exactly the same, don't move it, and use your left stick to match it, and then hit record. And keep it like that. And if it just goes out a little bit, just use your right stick to adjust it, because it's going to be a smoother left and right than what it is yaw. Yeah, man. Give it a crack, dude, and you'll go, shit, yeah.
That I think we're talking about the same technique, the way I do it and the way you're doing it. But I just use the sides of my thumbs.
Yeah, but what you're talking about is catching your speed using your yaw. Right, to even
yeah.
Don't do that. Use your right stick to do that.
You're still turning the bird.
Yes, but your yaw's not changing. All right?
Yeah.
You've got a smooth yaw. And you're adjusting the left and right to match that speed with your right stick.
It's like Night Train says, learn to roll and yaw at the same time. It's almost like the same time, right? So you can stick that.
That's exactly right.
It could be fluid.
But if you're out, do not use that left stick to catch it. Always use that right stick for a smooth.
About when you have these things here, I just take my thumb is on the side of it, and I just roll my thumb on both of them. You can't see the damn thing, and doesn't really matter. And I'm just rolling my thumb for the slightest turn and letting it go around. Can we get you anything, Ron?
That's a pose, dude.
Well, while you're up, Jim.
Looks like he's posing for Playboy or something.
Do you know? I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something. I'll thumb my my Mavics, no worries. But if I was to be doing FPV, I wouldn't be thumbing, because you need to have your two fingers there. You're lifting, you need to stay there. You don't need variations and wobble or anything like that. I'm not saying that it happens, but FPV is totally different way of flying than what we're doing.
Matt, I fly FPV and I'm a thumber.
Are you really?
Dude, I got the Megabeat, but I think it's because I got the Jumper T12, which is a small little controller. My hands are big that I thumb it. I couldn't do the pinch and shit. I'm a thumber, dude. I fly and I thumb it. But I don't do all the flips and all that other stuff and that stuff. So
yeah, because I've seen them and they're like this, and the thumbing it. So I've flown fixed wing both ways, and I've always found thumbing a lot more comfortable to me than what I am pinching. But I can understand with the FPV. For me, anyway, it's a more of a controlled type thing with it. Yeah.
All I'm missing is the bear rug, Rick says.
Small, comfy. I'm tucked in.
I got it's good information. If I remember 25%, I'm going to be lucky. That's a hell of a good on you, Rick. Good on you. Yeah, Karen Heron would be cursing us now. I've seen his videos, and like anything, when people go off about these things, they make everything. It's like an ad for are you fighting this chopping board too clumsy? And people are just fumbling all over the place. Well, that's exactly what he did when he had someone thumbing. It's like, no control. Well, they've got plenty of control, mate.
Well, he pissed. I've seen his the whole pincher, be a pincher, not a thumber. It pisses me off. But it's like being in California. You don't say you voted for Trump. You get shysted. You get, you know what I mean? People are gonna kill you. You don't want to say anything like that. So I don't say anything.
You just do it quietly.
But I'm a thumber. I'm a thumber all the way.
So, always have, probably always will be.
Yeah.
See, there you go.
I can't do that pinching stuff.
Night Train does it.
Tried it, can't do it.
Well, see, this is the thing too with the Phantom. It's a massive controller, and trying to get your two fingers across to pinch it. I mean, I don't know.
I've tried it with the little controllers. I've tried it with the smart controller, and I can't do it. I can, but I suck at it. So.
I played a lot of video games back in my younger days. Maybe that's why.
Do you know, it's a funny thing, man. I was playing this game, Division 2, and I'm going down the streets with this dude with his gun, and I'm walking around and I'm looking up at the buildings and everything, but I'm still walking forward. So as I'm looking and turning and all that, I'm flying him, and so he's staying in a straight line. I'm sort of orbiting around, looking around. It's amazing, mate. You can fly the dude. It is exactly the same as flying and keeping your point of view and all that sort of thing with this bloody game. First-person shooter thing,
Hey, did Adrian ever make it in tonight?
No.
Oh, he must be with what's her name, Sweet Rolinda or Molinda or.
It'd be Sweet Rolinda.
Yep.
See, look at this. Brett's out here. Good thinking, Matt. I'll try that if I can remember that in 6 months' time or so when he's allowed back out. So yeah, that's a good thing about YouTube, mate. Replay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he uses the excuse, oh, my internet. Oh, I don't think so. No. Don't believe it.
If you're pinching, where the hell are you putting the rest of your hand?
Yeah, I know. Can you imagine
like this?
Can you see? You know what? I work my gimbal with this finger, right? And I've got my C1 under here.
Exactly.
Gimbal and shit in my thumbs. So as I'm doing
C1, C2 under there, how the hell are you doing it if you're pinching?
And how are you going to work your gimbal? Oh, God.
They work the gimbal with the middle finger, right? I think that's what they're doing.
Dials on the front. You got
I can't do it.
C2 underneath. There's no way in hell you can pinch.
You watch. I bet you any of his footage where he's going like that and he's coming across, he goes, oh, I've got to use my gimbal. The drone will stop. The gimbal will go down and then we'll go.
That's like that video I just did, when I had 3-4 fingers going all at the same time. There's no way I could have been doing the pinch method. No way.
Pinching sucks.
That was a great video, by the way, Ron. Man, you get some great captures where you're at, dude.
Oh, dude, you got to come over, man. Come on over.
Shit. I've never been there, but definitely on the bucket list. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Some of the captures you get there.
Yeah, I was up in the one canyon and spotted those mountain goats. And first I saw them alongside the road, then they took off. It's just amazing to watch them. They'll go straight up. Something that would take you and I a couple hours, they're up there in 15, 20 seconds. It's amazing to watch them climb.
How far from you are you from that place?
About
From the
20
shots
minutes.
you've done? Wow. Incredible.
I was gonna say when Jim comes out, man, we're gonna do some riding, man.
Jim, you still planning going out there?
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna put the kibosh on this. I think this crap has got to end soon.
Yeah.
How long can this crap go on? You can't. People have mortgages to feed.
Yeah.
No, I hear you on that.
Oh, yeah. Filled me spar up yesterday. I love that.
How is old Sparky doing?
Sparky's going good. Had Sparky out in the lounge last night. Had Sparky on the bench, and I had Sparky in bed. No, I didn't do that.
How's that video coming along? The one we were talking about.
It's only 1080p. No, crap, mate. Crap. I can't do anything. I've got all these scenes, and they're all outside. They're not around my house. And, you know, meeting up with the dude selling the drone and all this sort of shit. And there's all this crap which I've got to do yet, and I just can't do it. Because that video ain't worth $1,600. You know, as a fine. We're making a movie here, officer. Piss off. You know, that'll get me far.
Benny.
What the hell's that?
Power
This is-
on.
Did Margie come in tonight?
How come
Margie,
the power's
yes.
gone out?
Margie's been here all night, mate. She's a trooper. I was on a
Unlike Adrian.
Adrian, 100%, not 100%.
Sir, I'm 100% supportive of your channel.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Well, let's just have a look at that, shall we?
And there's none of it.
Nothing.
Not one red line.
No, that's funny. She is green. He's going, hang on a minute. He's trying to play as many videos as he can, but it's only got like 5 seconds of red line. Oh, dear. Oh, Rick's got his mini now.
Yeah, congrats.
Oh. Good on you, mate. That's awesome.
Oh, is that what Kelly was
How did he win? How did he win that?
Subscriber of the month.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Month. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, there's another one's popped in later. Well, of course, mate. Of course.
Oh, there goes Margie. She's right there.
Get a life.
That's the morning.
Well, it's still Saturday here, buddy. Still Saturday. I got another 10 hours before it's Sunday.
I'm way behind all you guys.
Yeah.
Well, that guy's just crazy.
Remember that?
They're so lame these days, those pictures.
You know what? I was going to say that. Somehow it just loses its flavor after you're in your 30s, I guess.
It does. You want something extra. You want that
I
little
can't
bit of
cut it anymore, yeah.
You want to go, well, I wonder what's behind that.
One time.
I'll tell you what ruined it for me. I actually knew a Playhouse Playmate of the Month. That's what ruined it. The girl was a total bitch. I mean, you wouldn't have spent 5 minutes with this broad. Just because she had a nice body she got in the magazine. That was it, you know. They make up all that crap.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's
That's
just
all
like the Penthouse forums. And then I delivered a pizza and she was wearing a robe. And all of a sudden, they're doing it on the freaking melted cheese. You know?
I've ordered 1,500 pizzas waiting for that day. It hasn't come.
I've gone through
A guy named Bob.
I was out in your neck of the woods one time when I was living out in California. I got sent down to LA for training. Was supposed to fly home, and things got changed, and ended up working down there for a day. And then they gave me a rental car to go back up north. And I'm like, you know, I'm gonna take my time. I'm like, and I'm down in Hollywood. I'm like, I've got to check. I said, wonder how far, you know, the Playboy Mansion is from here. And I Googled it. It was like 5 miles. I'm like, oh, I gotta go. So I drove up there, and obviously, you know, there was this gigantic gate and fence and everything, and there was a delivery van out there, and I went up to these guys. I'm like, "What are you doing?" They said they're like a catering place. One guy I started to talk to him, like, "Have you ever been here before?" He goes, "Oh, lots of times." I said, how are the parties?" He goes, "Dude, you have no idea." He said the parties are pretty phenomenal.
He's lived a full life, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I heard him at an interview once, and he said, and someone said, "Well, why do you choose such young ladies who wouldn't?" And he goes, "Well, my age has changed, but the age of the women I like hasn't."
Point.
If we could all be so lucky.
Yeah.
Why do you choose women so young? Because I can.
Yeah. You wouldn't?
Dumbass.
Nah,
Yeah.
you wouldn't? You ugly bastard.
You get the old hag that's gained 40 pounds and
Yeah. You're not the person I married.
yeah, you're damn right. Look in the mirror.
Jim, we're back to earlier in the show. Left the light switch.
Yeah. You can still feel fat in the dark.
Yeah.
Does this dark make my bum look big? Oh, dear. Well, I might call this soon, guys.
Yeah.
Just
I'm gonna get my beauty rest.
just about covered everything again.
So you came on here to say it's time for me to get my beauty rest?
I did.
You came to kiss us goodnight?
I did.
And Matt, you the crazy thing is, like, I'll wake up tomorrow and then you'll be on Rodney's show.
Yeah.
How you guys do it?
You see, but it's so easy for him to do.
It's mind blowing. I see some of these guys that are on multiple like live streams. It's like mind blowing. It's like, how do you guys do it?
Ron will be on there.
This is Peter today. I
Peter
saw him
just-
at 6 o'clock this morning.
Peter just disappeared. He's gone. I don't know where he went. I mean,
Oh, that's a good point. I don't see him anymore either.
yeah, it's been a while, Al.
Wow. Wow. We didn't even notice
Put
it.
his PJs on, you know.
Maybe there's a rerun of Judge Judy or something.
Yeah. It wouldn't be the first time he's watched that rerun.
Does he really want Judge Judy?
Watch the way she uses the gavel in this shot. Oh,
Jim, didn't you ask him last week if he would do her or stream or something like that?
Yep.
He said he would. I was laughing so hard.
absolutely.
He would.
That's what how exactly he said it. Absolutely.
Is he in love with Judge Judy?
She's 77.
That's his spring chicken.
You
He
know,
likes that
hey,
he likes that domination, you know, being told what to do.
I think so. It'd be putting him over at her knee, giving him a good spanking.
You've been a bad boy, Peter.
And all you hear out of Peter is, "Ooh."
Oh, jeez.
I hope he's not watching. It's never come back on. Oh.
See Peter get a little shiver.
Yeah.
A little shiver in his bones, yeah.
You guys are shit, I tell you.
How the hell can Judge Judy?
Oh, Peter.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm listening.
How the hell can Judge Judy do it for you?
To each their own. To each their own, Jim.
When did it all go wrong, Pete?
Yeah. Peter,
Classic.
what we just said, right? We didn't say it. So don't.
You didn't hear that.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Might be off mowing the lawn or something. Oh dear.
Wow. Well, we'll be in the hot seat next week.
Oh, see you, Brett. Thanks for popping in, man. Here's a thing too. Chris Hope hasn't got up for a piss. He's
Or Rodney. Or Rodney.
no, they're both having a well-rested night for a change.
Look at Rick says about Judge Judy.
Dear. Oh dear. I can see a menage a trois going on here.
Oh, that's a visual I don't need.
That is
out of my memory. Out of my memory.
Which side do you want?
You can just see the air mattress blowing.
Oh man.
This is
Just
going
wondering.
wrong.
Ever heard of spit roast? Yeah.
I'm not Eskimo brothers with anybody.
So fucked. See what happens? Well, I'm gonna gang on. Hilarious.
Matt, you're going to think about this the rest of the day.
Sorry,
You're going to think about this the rest of the day.
I'm not.
Oh, man.
God.
Well,
Is that,
I'm
is that
upset.
true, Mike? I don't know who that is.
See,
Judge
Time to call it. Curtain call.
Look what Kenny says. Put that up.
Oh my god.
Shit, right?
Oh man.
on the bottom of the barrel there.
That's a new low.
Oh, God damn it. God, Peter, I hope you're laughing. I swear to God.
Hope Judy is too.
She'd be getting a little excited.
Mm. All right, boys.
Yeah, I know what your dreams are going to be about now, Ron.
Mm.
Dreams or nightmares, one of the two.
Running a train on Judge Judy.
Oh.
Hand lotion out.
Oh, no. No.
No.
There's others. It's like Night Train said, Judge Milan.
Yeah. Oh, Judge Milan. Who's Judge
All
Milan?
right, boys. Until next time.
Yeah,
All
mate.
right, Ron. Take care, Ron.
All right. I'll see you
Good
guys
night.
soon. See ya. Bye-bye.
Yeah, man. Take care, buddy.
See you soon. You'll be on Rodney's in a couple hours.
No,
Yeah.
I gotta
I'll
get
see
my
that
rest.
replay.
Okay. See ya.
Later.
Rick says, so what's wrong with that?
Hey, teach their own. Teach their own.
Can you see that White Snake video? She's my cherry pie with
Yeah.
Judge Judy rolling across the car hood. No.
Ooh. Why am I thinking cobwebs?
It's a dusty attic.
Oh dear.
Cobwebs. Oof.
She was awesome. That chick. She ended up getting married to the singer Poison. The chick in that clip. I can't remember her name. She was fucking damn fine.
She had breast reduction surgery.
Sorry.
She actually had breast reduction surgery.
Really?
Kaidi Katan. Kaidi Katan.
Is that her name?
She didn't age well either. I mean,
I was going to say, what does she look like now?
yeah.
Looking for share screen here.
Kaidi Katan.
Was she the chick? That doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah,
I didn't think that was her name.
it is. Woman from the White Snake video.
Is it Kaidi Katan? I thought it was this. God,
Yeah, it's a different name.
oh, someone name. I think it's a different name. Jimmy, sure.
It's Tawny Katan. Tawny. 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 Here. Sheen Square. Yeah. Open application. Oh my God! Did they make you work for it? There, Matt.
Yeah, you're right. Tawny Katan. That's her.
Nah, that was
That's what I see here. Tawny Katan.
Warrant. That was Warrant. What did you call the band?
White Snake.
White Snake. Yeah, Tawny Katan.
No,
She rolls over the car hood. Yes.
No, that's her.
no. I'm talking about Cherry Pie, as in Warrant.
Yeah, I know, but I was talking about this one.
Okay.
Where
Yeah.
are her pictures? Yeah. Remember this? You remember that?
Check that hair out. Don't play the music.
No, I'm not.
Oh, play music.
God damn it.
She was an 80s pinup model.
That's some MTV heyday.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at her now. Look at her now.
Oh, she's had a bit of work done.
Holy
that's
That's
life for you.
disgusting.
That is life. So cruel.
It is, isn't it?
It is.
Look at how gorgeous she was.
Oh,
And look at after all the work.
Yeah, man.
Plastic surgery.
yeah, she just couldn't come to grips with it. She couldn't go out gracefully. She wanted to change
Couldn't
stuff.
do it. She couldn't do it.
Botox.
She's
She would've
gone
been
all
okay.
shit. Well, let me. This chick's had work done too. Let me show you the chick I'm talking about. This one here, Cherry Pie. Do you remember her?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that was the best bloody.
Now, if I remember correctly, she strutted across the screen, right? In Cherry Pie? She's my cherry pie.
Yeah, man. In these denim shorts. Yeah, you gotta love that. Sorry, Margie. Oh shit.
Oh, yeah. Margie, you're out the window.
Rick Halbert, life's a bitch.
That's no lie, brother.
Uh,
That is no lie. She's going to be 60 tomorrow?
Shao Ming. Yes, she was the goat.
All right. I'm
Hated it.
definitely out of here in 7 minutes.
7.
yeah.
I'll call it before then because I'll get down the shops too. See if I can find some toilet paper.
Good luck with that one.
You know that crap is still going on. What? Come on, man. People.
After all this time, I was very upset that it happened the first time. But,
That's what I'm saying. Why are you still hoarding toilet paper, for God's sakes?
It's ridiculous.
It's been that way over here in California. We've been on lockdown probably longer than anybody. Well, in America since
But see,
the 16th of March.
The lockdown does not affect you going to the shops and getting everything you want.
No.
I don't know why toilet paper. That's the crazy thing.
I'll never know.
And we will never know. That's ridiculous.
But when I think flu, the first thing in my mind doesn't become toilet paper.
No. Whiskey is the first thing that comes to my mind.
Ah, Kettle One comes to mind.
You see what Rick says? More for women than for men. And he's talking about age. It's true. We pretty much don't change all that much.
No, he's right.
The way we look now is the way we looked at 40. You know what I mean, or whatever. Pick an age.
14.
No, no. When I went into the Marines, I looked like a friggin' kid.
Yeah.
I was.
How many years did you serve?
4.
4 years.
But I mean, I looked like a high school kid, which I was.
Mm.
They tried to get me to go to the Marines when I was in high school. You know, the recruiters. But yeah, there was no way I was going to do that.
I was definitely going into the service. It was that or jail. Where I grew up, it wasn't headed in a nice direction, so thought I better get it down.
That's why my family got me out of New York. I would have been heading down that road the same way.
It's a shame, but it's true.
All right, guys, it was fun. I'm out of here.
Yeah, it was real. It was nice, but it wasn't real nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And now he says that at the end of that. Now he goes, see you later, boom. Yeah. You remember that for next week, though, Al.
Way to stick you. Huh, Matt? You're sticking you right there with that one.
Hey, thanks for popping on today, Al. Always good to see you.
Hey, Matt, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. Jim, thank you very much.
What do you mean, thanks, Matt? I did all the work, Al. I did all the work on that.
What you got to remember, though, is that I told Jim to do that. So,
yeah. No.
I appreciate both of you guys. Thank you. As I leave, I'm about to go refill. God bless all you guys.
You do that.
There you go.
It's only 9:33 in the evening or late night here in California, so
nice.
I'm still stuck in the past.
12:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All right, guys. God bless. Take care, and we'll talk to you guys later.
No worries.
Bye, buddy.
See everybody in the chat later.
Take care, everyone. Oh, good shit.
Because everyone has free premium account to Pornhub now.
Yes, thanks to Kenny. We've all been able to get onto that deal. It's fantastic. I haven't left.
Have you ever really gone to Pornhub?
Pornhub? Yeah.
Really?
Oh, fuck yeah. I've checked it out, mate. Don't worry about that. I've checked it out probably 4 times today, to be honest, while the stream's been going.
I don't buy it.
No, you don't buy it. You don't have to buy it. It's all free.
Why?
It's all free. It's just on there. You don't have to buy anything.
Well, why do they have it? How do they make money?
Ads. Just like YouTube, mate. Just like YouTube. They have ads at beginnings of videos, all that sort of stuff. People get their videos on there. They've obviously got who posted it and all that sort of stuff. Sparky likes it. Yes, Sparky. Matt's got it open in another tab. That's right. 2 screens. You don't think I've got YouTube on both of them? How the hell do I know what's happening in the chat? Yeah.
All right, it's 2 minutes to the hour. Good night, everybody. Thanks, man.
All right, Jim. Catch you again, eh? Take care. Have a good one. Good stuff. All right. Thanks very much again, everybody, for another fun-filled weekend in this lockdown situation we're having at the moment. Hopefully, it won't be lasting that too long. I'm getting kind of antsy about going to fly, to be honest. That'll be really good. But anyway, hope everyone takes care. Stay safe. Hope you can get something up in the air and get some footage if you're going to do that sort of stuff. Get out and have a bit of fun. But yeah, it looks like we're down for a little bit of a while here. So anyway, all right, you take care, everyone. Have a great evening. Have a great morning. And hopefully we'll see you again next weekend for the same old crud that we go on about. All right, take care, everyone. Thanks, Thomas, Steve, Kenny, everyone else, Rick, Andrew, all in the chat. Night Train, good on you. Thanks very much. Catch us all again. Bye-bye.